It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the comic book show, which happens here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. PST to 9 p.m. PST to 11 p.m. PST. Is that what I said? That's what I said.
You were right. You did stuff.
Wait, so 9 p.m.
Pissed.
to 11 p.m.
Pissed.
Pissed.
Yep.
Pissed or put it.
Or
Not
put
put
it.
it right now.
And so
I
far,
think
so
it's pissed.
bad.
We're back to pissed.
It's okay.
I never got
far,
the
so
pit
bad.
it.
You don't get a lot of things. It's okay.
We have gathered an all-star cast of comic book experts to bring you this week's news.
It's
We're
very-
gonna have to turn down that
It's very
audio.
Captain Kirk of you.
No worries. Here, I got it. Oh, he's
We're
got it.
Yes,
bringing
That's what
face
he's
poppies.
doing.
You.
Oh my
All right.
gee,
Experts
it is the comic book
of the
show.
comics.
Sure, knows what he's doing. All right. We have gathered an all-star cast of comic book experts from around the web to bring you this week's comic book news, previews, reviews, and discussion. Also,
Yeah.
A guy in a red shirt.
guy in a red shirt.
What?
There's two of us, Lucas.
Oh my god.
Whoa!
I can't
double.
see past
Whoa!
You're
this-
seeing
Wes. Wes
double.
takes up all the space.
I
Too
got
much
my Mike
good.
Mulligan shirt on, which is the original graphic novel. Yeah.
All
My
right.
favorite thing about that is I do it every week, and yet every time I do it, you guys look completely surprised that I'm tossing it to you.
You haven't done it for the past few weeks.
Yeah, you did last
You would
time.
just do it sporadically.
Yeah.
Oh, would I?
Yes.
Keeping you guys on your toes.
You are.
Nah.
You're doing something.
Matt's favorite part of that is that you wash his shirts.
Wish.
Girl news later with Jennifer Zhang.
We're going to do a quick round of introductions, and then we're going to get right into it. This show, quick reminder, is all about you guys and your comments, which are blown up super big on a
Super
screen
big. So
right
big.
over there. And so we will pull things that you say into this show and make it part of the experience. Things such as, oh my god, hi, comic book show, from Face Poppies.
I love
Hi, Face
poppies.
Poppies.
Love your face.
12 Bench says, woo, comic book friendship.
And
Edel
Dav is worried that when Smash Brothers comes out, he's going to get so involved in it that we may lose him.
No!
I
to
mean,
it.
you could
And
have.
I say, hey, I'm going to be smashing too.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the little amiibos. I'm going to have all
Right.
that. I'm still going to make time for the comic book show.
There you go.
And
You
guys,
can
you
too.
can always
Win-win,
make
bro.
suggestions for who would win during our Infinity Gauntlet section
Yeah.
later. If you want to see Mario versus Zelda or whatever.
Or you could just play Super Smash Brothers.
No, they cannot do that.
Or yeah, that's fair.
Can't
Jennifer,
you play and
dictating
type
the
at the same time? And
Oh,
enjoy
welcome to
things
Matt's life.
At the same time?
What?
What's happening?
Hi.
There was like 3 people talking at the same
okay.
time there.
Yep.
I am Jennifer Zhang. You know me from such things as the Batsuit music video. Also,
Yeah, well-
Jace Hall's Halo song.
Yeah, you do.
I saw that.
Did ya?
Yep.
What'd you
Twice.
think? Auto-tune.
Twice.
I'm just kidding. To my left is Mr. Matt Hiscox.
Yeah.
He is the director of Batman Death Wish, which is a Schumacher-style Batman fan film, which, for some inexplicable reason, got over 1 million hits.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, it is explicable.
That's
It
pretty
nipples.
It's applicable.
Also,
It's
my
over
partner.
1.5 million.
1.5 million now.
Yeah.
Also, my partner in crime on the Batsuit music video.
And he made the bat suit for some Asian commercial.
That's true.
Which
We
is
get to
amazing.
Say that now.
And Batman Death Wish was just featured on a Stanley widget.
What?
Go check it out at
awesome.
therealstanley.com.
That's
First time you Happy Christmas.
News to me.
If you
Yeah.
happen to
I
be
told you.
watching, if you happen to be watching from Japan, that Toyota commercial with the Esquire minivan,
It's all him.
he made the Batsuit for that commercial.
He did.
So, the Esquire, the Batman of minivans. Moving on, to his left is Mr. Wes Calimer. You know him as the contributor over at therealstanley.com. He does a lot of the blogging and the photographs
The
and
photographs.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Also, after these messages, the Geek Hero podcast,
Yeah.
epic Dead Man cosplay.
Sure.
Also, the subject of a very important poll that we're gonna have
Ah.
later in the show. So
I'm gonna-
stay tuned.
I'm gonna.
And he's handsome.
I do all right. But I'm gonna pull you guys. I'm gonna pull you guys so hard. It's
So
gonna be
hard,
great.
and then he's gonna high five you afterwards. To his left is Mr. Jonathan London.
How are you guys?
Or
How-
Starro, we never know.
No, Star's
Jonathan-
a completely
Jonathan.
different person. It's
Yeah.
only, it's only my overseer and master. But
Kind of disrespectful.
every now and then I'm independent of Starro when he allows me to.
Got it.
The question is, what does Jonathan London not do? Because I'm gonna try to tick off some of them.
Sure.
He's got the Dock of the Dead, so he's a filmmaker who made this zombie documentary.
Just opened in the UK this week.
What?
Awesome.
So if you guys are in the UK, it's playing theatrically.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well done.
If you live in Japan, drive your Esquire minivan over to
The UK?
the
I don't know if that works.
to watch Dock of the Dead.
Sure.
Sure.
It's going to be a long drive.
He's a writer on the Miami Vice comic, the Super Action Man comic. He's the Skype ambassador for science fiction.
That's true.
And he runs the Geekscape Empire.
He does.
Mini Pyre.
Mini Pyre.
Yeah, I guess.
What is he?
Throw it out
What
of
are you
fire,
doing
Brett.
here? You're too busy to be here.
I love talking about comic books, and I love you guys, so that's why I'm here.
Aww.
Single tear.
And Starro commanded it.
That's fair.
That's what we were waiting for.
He said, go, spread the
Tear
love.
right back up.
Thank you. Starro does sound a lot like John Lovitz. He really does.
Don't let Starro hear you saying that. He'll enslave me forever.
I love it.
There is a Miami Vice comic, and it is magnificent.
All right.
To his left is Mr. Lucas Ackerman. He is the head of the movement that is 1 million to save Wolverine and the X-Men. Also the
yeah.
manager over at Ranker Comics, where you can get lists of comic book things.
Yep. Sure.
You know, Ranky made an appearance on Geekscape this week.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we did a Geekscape episode. We do Geekscape live every
Mondays?
Monday nights at 7, and Ben Dunn, who co-hosts the show with me, brought Ranky. And so Ranky was on camera for a bit, and we love our friends over at ranker.com.
Did he
You know
have
what?
his cape?
He had his, I don't know if he had his cape.
It was
I
red.
don't think he was super Ranky.
Okay.
We did not have
So
a
he's just
phone
regular
booth for him
Ranky.
to change in. So
I
it
think
was
he
just
could
Not
afford
his
it.
alternate identity.
Yeah.
The 12th bench says, as an addendum to what we were doing, introducing Jonathan Linden, and he's going to be the DC Entertainment host, right?
God, I
Everyone
wish.
tweet the magic. Fingers crossed, guys. Hashtag DC host search. Jonathan Linden's
This
video.
guy.
This dude.
We'll see what happens.
Yep.
With that, we're going to get into the very first segment of the night. It is time for...
The Daily Planet. Which is
Yeah.
where we fill you in on all of the news regarding your favorite comic book characters that happened this past week.
I like that. That was succinct. That was
Yeah,
professional.
It was sexy.
He used his sex voice.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Hey,
Now we all know.
Okay, now we know. Okay.
Go
Now
back
we know.
to the professional stuff.
We also learned that Wes sometimes calls his post-coital partner bro and dude and high-fives them.
And that's not okay. We'll talk about it later.
There's a poll coming, hopefully.
Stick
Anyway,
around.
Stick around for that conversation.
stick around because she didn't.
All right, so what has happened this week?
Yes,
guys.
Jonathan, what's happened?
So I went over to the Disney lot about 2 weeks ago, and I attended an event where James Gunn talked about all the extras that are going to be on the Blu-ray for Guardians of the Galaxy. That comes out on the 9th of December, so you guys want to pre-order that Blu-ray DVD. If you want to watch it now, it's already on VOD and iTunes, so you guys can watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Part of it is a lot of cool extras. So to prepare you, we're not going to give you all the extras because I think there's an hour's worth of extras on the DVD. We're just going to show you one of the deleted scenes from it. It's involving some sibling rivalry, and it's one of my favorite extras from the DVD that comes out December 9th. Roll it. Right?
Yep, that's how it's done.
Yep, and there it is, right? No? Okay, we have to act it out.
All right.
Oh, so it's on bitch! Oh. No, it is going, yeah.
Okay.
All right, that was
Let
actually
me
pretty
turn
good.
up the volume.
Turn up.
Oh, I got it.
The
Introduce
radio.
Joe.
What?
Come back.
I want some music.
Oh, it's not
Give
going.
me
I don't
some
think that TV has audio through it.
turn up.
I take it back.
It's a good song.
Grand Theft Auto.
Was that Rat? Who did
Yeah.
Rat? It was Rat, right? I love Rat.
Jennifer, next is girl news.
Cool. Perfect.
Oh, they're gonna make out, aren't they? Oh, they're sisters. Yeah, that's
Cop
weird.
in the puss.
They're half sisters.
This is
so
really
they can
hot.
make out.
Oh,
God, her
That was what I was
her
doing.
acting
That's
is.
what I was impersonating.
that's
Not
what
the-
happens
not the
when you
best.
try to high-five a woman after sex. Just saying.
10 seconds, thank
Clear.
you.
I don't know who here should take note of that, but
Lucas. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen for him. All right.
and
Wow.
I believe we're back.
Are we
What'd
back?
she say?
I do.
I think we're back.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to mention a very important detail, which is our very own Durlath, host of the FGC Live. It doesn't have a "the" in it. Host of FGC Live on Friday is manning the battle station here tonight, playing one of our favorite games ever, Infinite Crisis, which is the DC Multiverse MOBA.
Featuring
And,
Starro.
Give him a wave, Durlath.
and also a former
can't.
co-host
He's killing right now.
of Wind Chatter.
Yes.
That's
Check it
right.
Dun. All
All
right.
It's also known as Starro's Infinite Crisis.
It is. Look, Starro
Something
right
like
there.
that.
There's 2 of them. Holy crap.
Ooh.
Girl news. Jennifer Zhang. DC is declaring this coming February is Harley Quinn month. You know what? It's been Harley Quinn year. Let's face it.
It really
Yeah,
has.
go to any hot topic and
Holy
That's
crap!
fair.
Harley Quinn's out. Yes,
They're
your
still
favorite
celebrating.
female Batman baddie will be popping up on 22 variant covers on your favorite DC comics.
Wow.
Like Batman number 39, Supergirl number 39. They will be hard to nab, so get your hands on them while you can. There are 2 pictures that you can get a little gander at right now.
Yep. Because Neo's on top of it, right, Neo?
There it is.
No,
Neo
that's,
doesn't want you yelling at him.
There,
Yeah.
Harley
I
Quinn.
picked that one for you, Neo.
how does that work?
I picked that one
Wow.
for you.
She can't fly.
I'm
She's
sure
not
he
flying.
appreciates
She's
it.
riding on a rocket. Oh, no,
No?
Supergirl
on
has
her-
it.
She's on her mallet.
Oh, I see. I
Looks
see.
like that's one.
He's holding
It's-
that. I get it.
It's
I
super
get it.
sexy.
You would think Supergirl would just like, oops. Oopsie
Yeah.
daisy.
Sorry, villain.
You have another
Slipped
one?
through my
Time to
fingers.
die.
What's the other one?
That's
I
cool.
think we've got another one.
Yeah, we do have another one.
And if we don't have another one, we can bring you more news.
We have so much more news.
Apparently got stuck. It's okay.
All right.
Uh,
It's me. So, Daniel Bruhl, who you may know from Inglourious Bastards and Rush, has been cast as a villain in the upcoming Captain America Civil War film. The identity of his character has not been revealed yet, but it is said that his character is not the main villain, but could potentially be a top menace in the Doctor Strange film. Who would you guys like to see him play in the film?
Oh man, I don't know.
MODOK.
He's great in Rush. In Rush, he's awesome.
You think
There's a
MODOK?
picture.
I wanna actually see the floating head MODOK, not the
Yeah.
stupid MODOK.
Totally.
Let's get
Agreed.
the picture up and
I
have people at home weigh in as well.
Yeah, there's a
I believe there's
picture.
one.
Yeah,
There's
it's a picture of him, the actor.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you guys see Rush?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
He was
Rush.
great.
I thought that was
And I
right.
think he got the role because
Yeah, he could
of
do some
Thor,
MODOK. I see him.
his
Yeah.
co-star.
Well, I mean, who do you guys think, like, versus Doctor Strange? You think MODOK would work in a Doctor Strange film?
No, he's got to play
No.
Dormammu.
No, yeah.
Dumb mama.
MODOK would be terrible.
Yeah, because he's
Which
a
is why
No,
a science
you know what?
villain.
still think
Just
that-
give it time. MODOK is gonna be in the film. He's gonna be the next big thing. I
I always thought
guarantee
Peter
it.
Dinklage
Yeah,
would have been the
guarantee
best
it.
MODOK.
They got a talking tree to be super
Don't you?
popular. That MODOK would pop off pretty well.
I agree.
And I loved what they did with the talking computer.
Yeah,
Like I was like,
That was interesting.
How are they gonna get that to work?
they
And it
put
worked
that
awesome.
right in the middle of the film.
That
in
was
this, like,
great.
espionage film.
That was I am Zola.
Hello.
I love Arnim Zola.
It was
I'm
good.
gonna bring in some comments from the chat here. Look at everyone at home being witty, being crazy witty. The 12 Bench wants to know, has anyone ever been in a "We're Almost Kissing" fight ever? In reference to the Guardians of the Galaxy video that we watched.
Yeah, they almost made out a couple
I've
times.
seen some videos on the internet.
All
like
right.
that.
All right.
Face Poppies says of the Harley Quinn picture that came up all black, some clarification right there. He says, that's the cover where Harley Quinn is in my basement with the light off.
Oh, wow, that's creepy on a whole
God.
I
bunch
don't
of
want to
different
use the
levels.
black light on that one.
Is there a poll
Are
going
you?
on right now that I don't know about?
A
Not
poll?
yet. Not yet.
Oh, there's a poll going on.
Oh, I see. I see. They're fixing the votes right now, guys. You're getting
Yeah, that's what's
you're getting
happening.
things prepared.
Yeah.
What else do we got, guys?
All right.
Genfo is actually joining on Infinite Crisis.
Genfo!
It looks like Durlath random queued against her.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. Poor
You know,
Dora.
in other Civil War news, it was reported that Sebastian
Okay.
Stan's Winter Soldier will not only be involved in the film, but will also be the central character. Seems like a lot is going to be happening in this film.
Good to take initiative, Wes.
Thanks.
What about the main villain? Who do you think is going to be the main villain?
I'll tell you, because it's not going to be Daniel Brawl. You know who's going to be the main villain? Well, guys, spoiler alert, because you remember how Crossbones assassinates Captain America at the very end of Civil War crossover? Well, guess what? He's actually going to be the main villain of the movie.
Spoilers!
Whoa, major spoilers. Frank Grillo plays him.
Yep,
He was
Yeah.
awesome.
He was great.
yep.
He was great.
Frank Grillo. Yep.
All right.
And we got a picture of him, too. There he is.
Yeah, he was really dope.
He's a slow blinker. I
And
can
wait,
tell.
he's going to be the main bad guy in Civil War?
I don't know what that.
No, Tony
I
Stark
not
is.
read
Yeah, I was like, Tony Stark was going to be the main
Tony
bad
Stark
guy
gonna be
in
the bad
Civil
guy.
War.
How is Tony Stark a bad guy?
It's
You'll
Civil
see.
War.
Yeah,
They
you
have
haven't seen Civil War?
disagreements.
Yeah. So.
And it's a Captain America movie. Put two and two
No,
together.
Captain
Tom.
America's the
Whoa.
bad guy.
Listen, if
Son
you,
of a bitch.
do you agree with Captain America or do you agree with Iron Man?
I agree with Iron Man.
I agree
Iron
with
Man.
Captain America. You guys are
I do. I'm
morally
sorry.
shallow.
I'm sorry.
Let's go to the chat here. Eddie Rickenbacker says they got my dick message.
We did.
I don't.
Many times over.
All right.
Got
You
it.
stop
they-
sending them.
Stop, please.
Please, for
My-
the love of God,
My
stop
mother
sending
checks my texts. Okay, it's not
My
okay.
wife checks my texts.
Mine is
Stop
worse.
sending them. Just send them straight to her.
Send them to her. She's
I don't
not.
need 'em.
She's not getting a lot of
I
what
don't
she
need 'em.
needs. It's okay.
I don't know why it occurred. No,
I don't know what's happening.
I'm not gonna say what I was.
I'm going to bring it back.
Bring it
So, speaking of rivalries in Civil War, you
Yeah.
guys know about this whole thing between Fox and Marvel revolving around the Fantastic Four movie. So, when Fox chairman and CEO Jim Giannopoulos was asked if the upcoming cancellation of the Fantastic Four was done to harm the Fox-owned Marvel properties, right, because they're putting out the Fantastic Four, and Marvel's like, oh, we'll just cancel it and not have any support for the Fantastic Four movie that we wanted back, but we didn't get back. He responded with, no, I don't think so. I don't know how the decision came about. The comic was not a huge seller. The Fantastic Four is a very established group of characters, and the film is awesome. Yeah, we've heard the rumors. Yeah, I don't know how that played into their decision, but the book just wasn't selling as well as the others.
Yeah.
He goes on to say it doesn't really matter from Fox's perspective, and if you thought Disney may be behind the cancellation, Disney Studios chairman Alan Horn said, it was a fully independent decision. By the way, I didn't even know about it.
Sure.
It was not done to harm Fox, I guess.
Do you guys buy that?
I don't know.
I
I'm so
don't
scared of that
care.
movie.
I mean,
But you know what? I'm going to see that day one. I just need to know.
Disney-
We have a mind
Really?
blower for you, by the
Yeah.
way. Lucas is not going to see it.
Yep.
It's going to be the very
He's not
first
gonna see
Marvel
it.
movie he's not watched.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I will report to Lucas and be like, okay, Lucas, let me tell you the bad parts.
Yeah.
I will give you the condensed 5-minute Fantastic Four movie, and that'll be his Fantastic Four movie. I'll soften it for you.
You know, they're going to have to do a lot to make me come into the theater for this.
yeah.
And I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm going to see it based because it may be the best comedy of 2015. I'm
true.
excited to see it.
I've been saying that.
I mean, better comedy
Batman
than-
and Superman.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
What else?
What other news do we have, Lucas?
So Joshua James Shaw, the film designer who worked on Days of Future Past, revealed some awesome concept work for the film featuring sleeveless Wolverine, Storm with long hair, and concept work that revealed that Beast at one point was a part of the future.
What?
Yeah, and we got pictures for you
The idea of
guys.
Sleeveless Wolverine makes
Sleeveless
Lucas
Wolverine.
hot. Look at that.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
so X-Force.
Do you need
That
Do you
is
need a
so
minute?
X-Force.
Do you need a minute to go to the bathroom, real
Lucas
quick?
wants to oil that
Hey,
out.
I'm not, I'm not.
Oh, look at Long Hair Storm.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, hey,
I like
she's
the
still
second
doing
one the
stuff.
best.
I like how she's walking a runway.
Yeah.
she is.
A
Just like
post-apocalyptic
superheroes do.
Days of Future Past runway.
Uh-huh.
Wait a
Yep.
second. So this is stuff that could have been but didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey
That's
Grammer.
Future Beast.
Well, that's very sad, and I don't like.
Frasier.
That.
It's Frasier.
Guys, I'm down.
Yeah,
That's cool.
right?
That's funny.
I
that's
can't wait
pretty
for
cool.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Backtracking a little bit about the Fantastic Four, Z-Money925 says only Fox can harm Fox properties.
That's true.
And do they ever?
They sure do, Jem. They sure do.
All right. Let's see what else.
So what else is happening is despite the bad taste left in your mouth after seeing Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was reported that Spider-Man is in fact the most profitable superhero, having made over $1.3 billion on last year's sales on Spidey products. Seeing no competition in sight, DC's Batman followed with $494 million, the Avengers with $325 million, and Superman coming up with $277 million.
It's Spider-Man. He's the best.
Whipped.
Kinda?
Thwip.
I mean,
Thwip indeed.
yes, if you like subpar stuff, but whatevs.
Fight. Fight.
Well,
fight.
obviously,
fight.
like a lot of people do.
Well,
Like a lot,
No, obviously.
like a lot.
No,
But no,
like a
Superman
lot.
have
People
like
like
to be
crappy
fair,
taste, yeah.
it's not necessarily the movie either. This
Nope.
is all the
No,
action
they-
figures.
Yeah,
all
this
the
is
comic
just
books,
product.
so-
Yeah,
This
this
isn't-
is not the movie.
this is not-
This is definitely not the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really
The movie
clear.
contributed.
Sure.
Yeah,
Not as much as they would have liked.
Nope. Definitely not.
So, the plot to Josh Trank's Fantastic Four reboot has leaked online. I know you guys love Fantastic Four news. And if you're interested, look it up because we won't be reporting on it here, says Lucas Ackerman. If ever there was a Fox Marvel franchise that should go back to Marvel Studios, it's this one. Fair and balanced.
Yeah.
Comic book show.
Well, I'm really confused. There's no
If
girls
ever there
in
were
this
people
news,
who should
Jennifer.
Die, it would be
Like-
them. Whoa,
Yeah, that's
Lucas,
true.
hold back.
Okay.
So Jonathan, what's up?
Well, so listen, if you didn't get enough Groot over the summer, the Guardians of the Galaxy animated series that was announced at New York Comic Con is expected to premiere on Disney XD in either
Yeah.
January or early February of next year, so you're going to get your Groot soon enough.
And if you went back in time, Chris Pratt would voice the character on the show because he was like at that level. But he
Hey,
can't.
speaking of Star-Lord news, did you hear about?
Yes.
Yeah, tell him about
So
it.
Glenn Howerton from Sunny in Philadelphia was like this close to being Star-Lord. That would have been a very different film.
That's if
That'd been
that's if
very
Chris
different.
Pratt would have
Played-
turned it down.
Yeah.
Right.
He would have got. he
Yeah,
would've
Dennis.
got an offer.
Dennis Reynolds from Sunny in Philadelphia would have been like the bigger star than Charlie Day, but Charlie Day still got it right now. But
Well,
that
guys,
would have been interesting.
More news. It's rumored that a number of actors are being looked at to fill the roles for young Jean Grey and Cyclops for the upcoming X-Men Apocalypse film.
Ah.
Actress Chloe Grace Moritz from Hit Girl with Kick-Ass,
good.
Yes,
Ellie Fanning from Maleficent,
No.
and Haley Steinfeld from True Grit have met with Bryan Singer about the role, but they are among many others in the mix. Actors Ben Hardy from EastEnders, Charlie Rowe from Red Band Society, and Timothy Chalamet from Homeland are all rumored to be in the running for Cyclops. Did any of these choices stand out to you?
I think
Here's a
Lucas
picture.
should play
You
him.
can see.
Yeah,
Let's
that's the best
see.
picture.
I think Doctor
There.
Strange.
Super young.
Doctor Strange.
My
should
God.
do
Well,
it.
they have to be
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
This is
I
happening
think-
in the 80s.
I think Hit Girl should do it.
Yeah,
No.
me too. My
No.
vote is for the
So
first
Havoc
two.
is
Column
not
one.
his brother at this point.
Look at column one. That looks like Hitler's dream right there.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait, in the middle?
know. Right.
And really, they don't want to have Ackerman.
Were
play
you
him?
just schooling me on what's appropriate, Jennifer? No. All right. Good to know.
All right.
Anyway, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice will at least partially be shot in IMAX, so expect the film to look bigger and better than any Marvel Studios film.
Interesting.
Take that, Marvel Studios film.
Take it in
Who
your
needs box office and fan support?
and good stories. Not us, not DC film.
We've got IMAX.
We got IMAX is so big,
IMAX.
you guys.
Backtracking Guru says Hit Girl as Cyclops for the win.
That would be funny. It'd be funny.
Awesome.
That'd be really good.
I'm maybe on board with that.
Okay.
And speaking of further announcements, DC has announced the second set of Convergence titles, with Batman returning to his Nightfall storyline. We have photos of all of this too. Batman returns to his Nightfall storyline
Holy crap.
We need more
which
Bane
is an image.
stuff.
that exists. I swear, and it's a really cool image too.
We go back there and Neostorm has like a nosebleed.
Ah,
I'm like, Neo, come on! Oh no, he's
check
dead.
it out though.
That is Nightfall Batman.
Catwoman is returning to her purple Ballant era suit. We have another image of that too.
Oh my God, we have an image of that.
Yes, we do. Right there, look at
Yeah,
that.
that's my favorite.
Really?
Back in the
I like
purple.
that suit.
I
All
love
right.
that her costume just goes deep
Is
into
useless?
her cleavage.
You mean it doesn't do anything? It's
Deep,
just
deep
a
into her
balloon.
cleavage.
Protects her from the cold.
Green Lantern Hal Jordan is going to go back to being Parallax.
Oh, great.
Well, there's Ollie
That's-
being.
People are gonna
And
be really
that's
excited
Green
about
Arrow
that.
wearing his longbow hunter digs. He's back in his old school hooded costume. But actually,
see the Parallax.
the Hal Jordan as Parallax
There you
looks
go.
badass.
Well,
I like
that's
seeing
cool.
him
But
reset
is
the
he going to be
universe again.
Parallax or is he going to be Hal Jordan with just the armor? Like,
Hal
he's not
never
gonna be
wore the
evil.
armor as anybody other than Parallax. He
So-
only ever
but
wore
is
it
he-
when
so
he
he's
was
gonna be
evil.
evil.
Yeah.
The 12th bench says Azrael. I like the outfit. 12th bench, shh. Don't spoil it for people who haven't read the original
Spoilers.
Nightfall yet.
Spoilers.
From
1993?
1993.
It was
Three.
3 or 4.
And that would be Jen, a co-host of the Comic Book Show, not reading important storylines in the history of comics.
That's what I'm. No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm. What,
Yeah,
I
you
said
saying she
Nightfall?
did read
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I was telling
high
them
five
not
on
to.
that.
I was telling them not to spoil, but now it's been spoiled.
Oh yeah, spoil the shit out.
Well, other stories that are coming up in the Convergence titles have Steel returning to his actual old suit. There's
No one cares
Superboy.
about that.
Justice League International is going to fight the Kingdom Come universe. Supergirl is going to team up with Lady Quark and Ambush Bug.
I don't
And
know.
Aquaman loses his hand again and gets it replaced with a hook.
Again.
I mean,
I'm down with the Ambush Bug, but where's Mad Dog?
Well, we got 2 more announcements for Convergence, so who knows?
You know, the dude with the hockey mask who
yeah.
runs around. I want some Mad Dog, some kind of like DC Frank Castle.
They can bring
style.
back Major Bummer and.
Major Bummer, John Arcudi and Doug Mankey's work. I'd love that.
I'm upset that they mentioned the hook but not the beard. Like, I want the beard too.
The beard is back. The hook was more important.
Okay,
he
well,
was
not to
telling
me.
us about his beard earlier. He calls her bro and dude after sex. We'll be talking about that later.
Maybe right after this, actually. Yeah, let's do that because we've been
great.
teasing so much. But this is the final bit of news for today.
No.
No.
Nope, I'm
Lucas
wrong.
has one bit
Oh,
after
Lucas
you.
has got a little bit.
wrong.
A little bit.
Gotham executive producer Bruno Heller confirms that Dick Grayson's parents will indeed be appearing in the show, but there will be no Dick. I repeat, no Dick.
Are you used to that, Jennifer?
No Dick.
Why am I the target of this? What did I do?
Matt's like, at least-
I've got Dick all the time. I present it on this show. Every
You
time
present
it
your
comes
dick
out.
on the show?
Always.
No, I present Dick, not necessarily my dick. My last
He's
name
your
is
dick.
Hiscox.
He's
When
your
Matt
dick.
does, he doesn't call her dude or bro.
The Comic Book Show every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. PST to 11 p.m. PST here on HD.
Lucas, you had one last bit of news.
Yeah, what you
Yes,
got?
And
yes,
then we'll
I
ask Guru for a favor.
It was announced today that on Deadline that Marvel is looking for actresses and actors for the Netflix series for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I don't have any pictures for this one, guys. Sorry, it's hot off the press. So Kristen Ritter from Breaking Bad, she was Jesse's girlfriend.
right, yeah.
We're looking at her.
She's good. She's
She's
good.
a bitch in apartment.
Yeah,
movie,
that's a good
Yeah.
show. James
Alexandra
Vanderbeek's
Daddario.
Uh-huh.
She was on True Detective, and she's super hot.
Oh, she was great in True Detective. Super hot.
Teresa Palmer from Warm Bodies, who is also super hot.
Relax
Jessica
now.
De Gao.
Sure.
She was actually the Huntress on Arrow.
Nice.
I
So
like her.
they're looking at her.
Okay.
And for Luke Cage, I don't know who either of these guys are, but Lance Gross from Crisis and Mike Coulter from The Following.
Awesome.
All
I
right.
don't watch The Following. I don't know why I didn't
Isaiah
recognize the guy.
Mustafa
You
should
want
be
Isaiah
Luke
Mustafa.
Cage. Come on.
He would be great.
Yeah.
He'd be really good casting.
Yeah, I always liked a younger version of Terry Crews would be awesome as Luke Cage. But
He's so big.
he's just a big dude.
He's so
And
giant.
now you add like a steel skin.
No.
Oh, he's
That would be-
Punisher.
that'd be crazy.
So that's the news. It's all fit to print from.
Are we waiting for
Daily-
Jen?
Oh yeah, that's
I
continuity.
guess we
Hold
should
on.
wait
Hold
for
on. Continuity.
Jen,
Yeah.
who is doing
Alright.
continuity.
Oh, you didn't make the.
Jen's
I made
helping
mine
Guru
to a
out
little
with some support.
starship.
All right, guys. So we interrupt this comic book
Uh-oh.
news segment for a very important poll. It is a critical. Oh, are
Oh,
we
wow.
tearing these up?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that
Yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah.
That's it for the
Listeners!
news. What's up? Oh, mine
We're
did
getting
a
better
thing.
at those.
That was
That
really
was
good.
close.
That was
Not
really
bad,
good.
yeah.
I was impressed.
I
with
always, throw it
that.
away.
You fail. You fail at it. Yeah.
What are we doing with our lives?
Wes Calimer. Well, let's explore what Wes is doing with his life.
Yeah.
He has been polling his friends in his close friend circle, which will now encompass you,
Yeah.
whether or not it is okay to. What was that, Wes? That you're not sure about? It's
What's
okay
your
to do.
postcoital cry again?
So, I get really excited during sex because that's what sex is. And then after sex, I'm super excited, so I go for a high five. Not directly after it, not in a comical way, but in like a celebratory, like, hey, awesome, you know? My friend, who I polled sexually, she was not amused at this gesture.
She also doesn't like what now?
You calling her dude and bro
Dude
after
and
sex?
bro.
No, I don't do it. I don't be like, good job, bro. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. The high five came from a joyous, childlike place.
And the bro and the dude.
That's just an everyday conversation.
So we now turn it over to you guys. Guru is going to open up a poll. Is it okay for Wes to do this?
Is
Both
this
of
really
you.
Not just people. Because other people do this too.
Is this really happening?
It has to
Exclamation
happen.
mark vote
Wes
no.
needs to know.
Or exclamation mark vote yes.
I think it's great.
We're gonna poll for 1 minute, and then
Pull everyone.
if the answer is what I think it'll be, you need to stop that shit
Look,
immediately.
I think
hey,
RS 132 has the answer.
listen, people with your judgment. Okay, if I find a girl that I can high five after sex, it's gonna be my wife. Okay, right? Hey, Durlath is like hell yeah. Okay, hey, he is too. You just agree, okay?
Oh, I like Kirlia Tagardevoir's response. High-fiving yourself after sex? Now that's balls.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do if this doesn't work out. I'll just be like, awesome, last time for me, get out. Have a good
I think people
day.
are down with it.
See?
So far, the votes look
Whoa.
like they just want you to keep doing it.
I mean, I'm gonna bring back all the best
to
stories for
watch
you
die
guys.
alone.
Ironic that,
That's so good and
ironic
true.
that Butt Dickus says, "Vote I have no clue."
I like
you would
how
think
fa-
that he would have a.
You think that he'd be the guy?
I like how
Face
Face Poppies goes, I high five my ex all the time after sex. Wait, why is she your ex?
Oh,
You have
short but
13
evil.
seconds.
See, that's the kind of girl I wanna.
Yeah.
She's 18.
All right, let's
right?
see here. We
Wes
have
needs to.
5.
Find yourself a
Find
porn
himself
star
a-
wife then.
Oh man,
Oh,
you know I've never been
How's
good with
that
those.
been going?
Never been good with those. One day.
All right,
Too
polls
close,
are
too
now
close
closed.
down.
We have Guru Randall to thank
What do
for
we got?
that
Oh, they easily
lightning
voted
research
yes.
project.
Let me see. I want to see the percentage.
Let's see
though.
the percentage here.
Let's see.
Percentage of people who've been telling him he's ruining his life and like it.
Let me see. Yes! Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now he
Two-thirds
now
vote
thinks
yes.
it's a good idea.
check this
You're
out.
ruining his
No,
life.
not at all. Okay, I want this to, like, part of this to end up in the edit so I could show her and never have sex with her again, but be right about it. Okay? That's the plan. And I'll obviously show her this video after the
That
sex
is
because
what's
I'm not a
important,
pig.
Wes.
I'm not a pig, okay? But then
And-
after I show the video, you know,
And with
I'm right.
that, we move on to our next segment of the
Quick,
night.
you guys know what I say after sex?
what?
Back to comics.
That's not better. That's
Yeah.
not better.
Anybody who's been a Geekscape listener knows for 8 years that has been what I say after sex. Well,
Props to you guys.
back to comics.
Props to you guys. We're moving on.
Yeah, because that whole voting system was a great.
Shut your
you
face.
know,
We're moving on into a segment we like to call the Danger Room. Right, Jennifer?
Instead of what we just left, which was make Wes feel better about his life choices.
Yeah, that's really good. I like this segment. We should do it more often.
This segment that's called the X Mansion.
It's called the Danger Room, and I'll tell you why. You guys vote on our discussions of who won the week, DC versus Marvel. We bring you the best comics, movies, TV, and they bring their best, comics, movie, TV, whatever they have. And you guys vote, and we usually win. So, lately.
This week we have Wes and Matt representing DC as usual.
We
and
do.
as usual, Jonathan London and Lucas repping Marvel.
This time.
And so it's time to throw down because DC is 5 weeks worth of wins up. So not to apply any.
Hey, you know what? Wait, you know what? In honor of the poll that we just did, high five.
Oh, good one, bro.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so as DC won last week, I think we all lost with what just happened.
Oh, I won.
You
I
guys
won.
get to present first. I am on timer duty tonight. I get to sit this one out.
Okay.
What do you got?
Wes,
Oh, we're going first. Okay.
We are indeed.
Let's do.
Oh no. Okay.
Our minute's already over, apparently.
We're done. Are you ready, Neo? Okay. Since we're gonna take a penalty for this one, and the next one will be 45 seconds. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna take the penalty. Play the Gotham one. Okay. What? Well, you're gonna pay. Okay, just play it. Yeah.
Look at what you guys did to the chat.
The use of this polling
so
technology
good.
to see what Wes does after sex is acceptable or not.
That's so good.
If you're not crying and singing Brian McKnight, you're not doing it right.
That's hilarious.
Down a little bit.
It's very much a slow burn, our relationship, because of course when a child suffers the...
It's gotten
Oh,
good.
it's gotten good, bro.
It's gotten good.
No, it's good. It's gotten really good. It's gotten really good.
Let's show the boring parts of the story.
No, this last couple episodes have been really good. Really good. Look, it's not about canon. It's about your version of Batman, what you like, man. It is.
As an aspiring writer, I find it disgusting.
It's not disgusting. Batman the Animated Series is not canon.
Yeah, I find it disgusting.
Well, then you're disgusting. Please leave the set.
Wait a minute. Yeah. The animated series won Emmys. It's largely influential across all forms of superhero animation.
I personally find it disgusting.
That's okay.
I can objectively say that the animated series is great, and I watched it as a kid, but it was great.
Okay, objectively, it's disgusting.
No. Personally.
All right, well, go sit over there. It's not okay.
Just you remember that next time you see him. And you remember
My cocaine.
the point is being made that the way
Do the video for this one. The how Guardians of the Galaxy should have ended. You think?
I wish you guys heard this. This was
We
really good.
even fall asleep during the EPKs, not just the episodes.
The what? Oh, yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, we're just gonna filibuster.
2 minutes. Shut your face.
Never thought about it, but now the idea is crossing my mind.
Or what do you think? You got something?
Are we back?
And we're back.
Okay, so DC presents the progressing and awesome relationship between Bruce and Alfred, and you get to see enabling happening, and a lot of you could see how Bruce becomes, on the road to Batman.
So far.
It's on the road so far.
And
On
if
the
that video
road so
wasn't boring
far.
enough, if that wasn't boring enough, watch an entire episode.
Oh
Well,
wow!
guys, just to
Just
put
talk.
a little,
He talked during my thing.
just to put a
This
little.
thing was 2 minutes long
Jennifer's
already.
not
Doesn't
gonna call
matter.
a penalty on anything. It doesn't matter. Just to put a little end button on it, guys.
That's
That was Tommy Elliott, who will eventually grow up to be Hush.
Yes, he
that
will.
Bruce
No!
was beating the shit
Don't
out of.
spoil it for the people who haven't read Hush, which was published in 2000.
2? Was it 2?
Oh, wait, I was in
2001,
high
2001.
school. 2001. Yep.
Yeah, but dude, it's really good. I just wanted to Bruce kicking the crap out of that kid, and Alfred's like, you see how I let him do that? Just remember that next time, asshole.
I like Z Money's comment. Alfred Pennyworth, you sir are a badass
He
and
really
a bad
is.
influence. I respect your choices.
that.
All right,
that's-
guys. Well,
yes.
that's the end of our argument.
Yeah.
So we are ready to move on to what Marvel is going to present in round one.
Go for it.
Lucas, your mic is muted.
Oh, it's too bad.
Oh, okay.
It's too bad.
Cool.
It's a shame.
Greg says I need
deliberating.
to start watching Constantine.
Hang on just a
John
moment.
and Mary, husband and wife, bringing
Oh,
home
my
brand new life. His
He's preparing
name
a
is
section.
Sammy.
I'm Big Brother Dean. All right. We love that show so much. High five.
Download it.
High five. I'm turning everyone on him. It's good.
He's prepping our segment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guru. He's coming back.
Where's Telebro when you need him to get that reference?
Guru is going to sit in.
All right, sirs, let me know when you are ready.
You want to talk about it?
No, you go for it. Go for it.
So, guys, did you want to know how Guardians of the Galaxy should have ended? Well, so do I. Play it, Neo.
Neo's nose
What'd he
is still
say?
bleeding.
Do we have it? Yeah. Should be here. Maybe. I'll go look.
You should be going home and dress up as
I'm not just normal. I'm Batman.
Aw.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. It's good to show off for a while. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Jeff Joe got a movie too. Man, the future is awesome.
Oh, that's not it. Either is this. Okay.
Well, now I know. I know exactly how.
The team's in
Awesome. You guys got 20 seconds still.
So we got 20 seconds, and apparently Wes didn't want to stay through it. I guess he's going to go home and have sex and get a high five, and then... I don't know.
Which is
Baby, can you turn around
Oh,
and
wait, he's
deepen your
back.
voice a little bit?
Did you get that high five?
There he is.
I did.
Oh,
that
hey.
high
Oh, he just talked.
Yeah, Jennifer won't call a
Shut
penalty
your
on it.
face.
It's fine.
20
just-
seconds later.
I was just kidding.
1 second,
kidding.
it's over.
No more talking.
Your face.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up round one, where DC has presented the relationship between Alfred Pennyworth and Bruce Wayne. when
Being
Bruce
awesome.
Wayne beats up Tommy Elliott in Gotham.
To shit out of him.
And Marvel has presented how Guardians of the Galaxy should have ended.
And Batman versus Groot.
Batman
Voting is
versus
open
Groot
as
would have
soon
been a
as
pretty good
Guru
ending.
is deeming it so, and he is now. You guys got 1 minute on the clock. I gotta say, Guru is a dear, dear friend, and we are grateful every week for him running the poll, and we may have abused our privileges this week by asking him to run the poll about Wes's No, I'm just kidding. He was,
You're the one who wanted to do it.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, huh?
I think
The
we
people
should vote.
demanded it.
The
We should
people
vote
wanted
on
to do it.
whether you abuse the power.
Yeah. Or
Nice.
abuse Guru. I mean, there's some things a Guru may not want to know.
I think we're all
Guys,
abused.
Vote DC because I have something really cool to say. Okay. Vote DC.
Wow.
Vote Marvel because we're 40 minutes into the show and you've heard what he's had to say so far
Ah.
and wonder if you're going to get anything better
Such an ass monkey sometimes.
yet. That observation was accurate.
Space poppies. You should definitely save that for the Infinity Gauntlet. It's a good one.
Poison Ivy would win.
Poison Ivy versus Groot?
Would Poison Ivy be able to control Groot?
Come on, guys. How much time we have?
Yeah, he's a plan.
1 second.
All right.
What do we
And we're
got?
done.
That closes out voting for round 1.
Ooh, I think I already know how that went.
How do you think it went?
There was that handshake.
There was a handshake.
There it is.
Two
Marvel
seven
Because
wins
I don't
with
feel comfortable
80%
giving
of the
high fives
votes.
anymore.
Marvel wins with 80%.
There's so much
of the
hating
votes.
going on this side. It's not fair.
I know. It's a shame you put yourself out there for it.
Yeah, you know what? It's risking. Why don't Marvel try that a little bit? Okay. Go ahead, bud.
All right, so in this next round, DC is taking a penalty. You guys have 45 seconds to present what you want, but Marvel's going to go first because they won that round.
Yep.
Which, how does it feel,
It's up to you.
Lucas? You've been a little bit down lately.
A little bit.
It felt good.
It felt great.
How are
Do
you
you mean
feeling,
by like
Lucas?
you a little bit
How
down,
you
but
feeling?
like
How
he's
you
been
feeling? You
kind of
feeling
like a little
good?
bitch about it?
Feeling like you can present?
Can you
Or do
do
you want me
that
to present?
for like the rest of the show?
I cannot do that for the rest of the show. No. No, you can high five me and call me dude, bro.
Yeah.
No more high fives.
Okay, yeah. Now it got
thing to
weird.
do.
Yeah, it's
The
weird.
second we start imitating Wes's sexual behavior, it gets real weird.
It gets awesome
really,
weird.
really weird.
It gets really awesome weird.
Let's put it up on the clock. Because my boy Lucas is about to take this home.
That's
All
what I
right.
say. The first
Whenever
one.
you're ready.
I
Put it up on the clock.
am.
I never beat it though.
And these post-its
Oh,
are going to
God.
throw me off, I think. All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Go.
So, guys, Superior Iron Man #1 is such an awesome book. You should go pick it up. House of Secrets right now online. So, guys, at the beginning of this issue, it's Iron Man and She-Hulk versus Teen Abomination. And Iron Man says, "Why would you choose an age-specific name? What happens when you turn 20? Anyway, so they, of course, defeat Teen Abomination, but not before Iron Man gets his head blown off. Oh, no, that didn't really happen. Actually, Iron Man wasn't even there. Tony Stark wasn't. He was too busy taking a relaxing vacation with a bunch of beautiful people at his pool. And of course, now, I don't know if you know this, he's been inverted from the events that happened in Axis. So he's not acting like his normal self. He's actually taken up drinking again. And Pepper Potts is like, "Oh, you're drinking again?" And he says, "I am, a lot. I have to make up for all those wasted years of sobriety." He has a new suit now, which is made of liquid smart metal, and it hardens instantly on connection. Right, Wes?
It sure does, Lucas.
Mark it. Meanwhile, so there's this app that Iron Man has that makes people in San Francisco beautiful. I don't know how, but science. But all of a sudden it starts deactivating, and people are like, I'm ugly again. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's a $99.99 daily renewal fee if you want to do it because your free trial's over. Pepper Potts is like, oh my god, Tony's crossed the line.
Tony has.
I will shut up now. But pick up this issue.
Tony has crossed the line.
He has crossed it.
He's crossed it. And Lucas did bring up a very good point, which is that. Oops.
I was going to do
And
it during voting. but-
Lucas brought up a very good point, which Matt wants to do.
Sure. We are sponsored by House of Secrets out of Burbank. So, guys, they are actually able, you can shop online at their store. So, if any of the books tonight are appealing to you and you want to check them out, we strongly recommend that you swing past the House of Secrets website, which has just been posted by Guru and Moobot. So you guys can click on that link and digitally download any issue that you are hearing about tonight.
I
And if you're
love
ever
House of
in the
Secrets.
Burbank area, definitely be sure to swing by House of Secrets.
And if you like the comic book show, definitely make those purchases online so that they can see that their sponsorship is not wasted on us. Ding!
Hey guys, also one last thing. If I ever give you a free code for a comic book, please, when you're selecting which comic book store you select it from, choose House of Secrets.
Ah,
Because I get credit for it.
Damn straight.
beautiful. DC, you are up next. You got 45 measly seconds to present your argument.
They need a break.
Also, if I ever give you a high five after sex, punch me in the face.
Oh, that's part of it.
Oh boy.
Note that 3 of them just wanted to punch him in the face. Has Wes been high-fiving people after sex? Has Wes been having sex with people on the show? Find out after this presentation of... Is it my time?
The people on the show
You
don't
have
have
5
sex.
seconds.
Spoiler alert, Wes is a slut.
Some of the people don't have sex on the show.
Go.
I am presenting new Suicide Squad number 4, and I've only got 45 seconds to present it. So guys, I'm going to skip out on some of the bigger parts of this, but I will make sure to try and hit the biggest ones. Basically, Deadshot has been captured and is being tortured by Deathstroke, because Deadshot and Deathstroke fighting, pretty awesome and pretty amazing, but unfortunately Floyd's just being a dick, which is pretty on par for him. So the first thing Deathstroke decides to do is actually break all of his fingers, because he can't shoot stuff. That's hilarious. We've got Harley Quinn teaming up with Black Manta, which is unusual, but very action-packed and enjoyable, especially when Harley Quinn spreads her legs to shoot guns. Not kidding, just showed you the proof. It actually happens. Now, Harley Quinn and Floyd Lawton have slept together, so of
7
course
seconds.
Harley Quinn wants to save him. Deathstroke manages to take out just about everybody right before Floyd Lawton uses his broken fingers to shoot Deathstroke through the heart, which is ridiculous, and I can't show you the panel, but it happens. Right there. Bam! So... Sorry, guys. That's what I can do with 45 seconds. DC presents New Suicide Squad number 4.
All right, guys.
Well done.
Voting will be
Really
open
good
on
under
round
pressure.
2 as soon as you guys deem it, or as soon as Guru deems it so, and then you guys get
It's
to
open.
have
You
a
guys can
hand.
vote right now.
Superior
A fate
Iron
lies in your
Man.
hands.
Number
Or
1.
Number 1.
Vote DC for Suicide Squad number 4.
This is really good comic right here.
Is it?
Available from House of Secrets online. Let them know the
Look at
comic
this.
show.
Look at this cover, though. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that thing right
I
there.
like that face. That's
Look at that little guy.
Back to comics.
Back to
back
comics.
to comics.
Geek
30
Squad.
seconds.
Can you
your
like
votes
get your
in.
sweat, your
It's not
sex
sweat,
off my
actually.
comics?
It's not
Look at
sweat.
that. Comics.
It's all right. How much time we have?
You have 27 seconds.
Oh, it's
She-Hulk.
so awful.
She-Hulk's in this
No, that's
comic.
25 more seconds to get your votes in for DC.
Sure?
Or Marvel.
She-Hulk is in this comic.
Sure, brother.
He just took that DC comic and started ripping it up.
That's
what?
not- that's
what
not
does that tell you?
Lies are a thing that Marvel does a lot.
Guys, Iron Man is now superior with...
Oh, and 5
She-Hulk.
Wind Waker. To get your vote counted, you have to type !vote space Marvel.
Come on, people.
So
Let's go
type it in real
Marvel.
quick and get your votes in fast.
That's
Or
right.
don't do that. Oh, you can't do it anymore. That's too bad.
Voting is closed.
And
see. Ooh.
in 45 seconds, boom, FT dubs.
I like that we had 11% invalid votes, but with 56% of the votes, DC takes round 2.
Oh, yeah, we take
All
it.
right, guys. Well, that moves us into our pivotal round 3. There's been 1 on the board for Marvel, 1 on the board for DC. Who will pull ahead? We were about to find out. Did I do that wrong? Why
No,
is everyone
I'm
silent?
not- I don't know. We'll figure
I
it
just
out.
can't believe it.
Well,
I'm shocked.
He can't believe it. Jonathan London in tears.
I'm disappointed with all of you.
Single man tear.
You know how I feel.
Bang.
God, that's such a good episode.
That was such a good episode.
All right.
All right, so Marvel gets to, I'm sorry, DC gets to go first.
Okay.
You are back to your full 90 seconds.
Wes
Well,
is
should-
gibberish.
wait.
You did it to yourself.
Wes, should we go with what the chat's saying?
What do they want?
What's happening?
Rob says also, see, 2-part crossover event
Want to do
episode.
that? I think we should do that.
Yeah, all right.
Chat's talking
All right, all right.
If it saves us from Wes talking, let's do that.
Your talking's better. So what we're gonna do? Are you ready, Neo?
Is Neo ever ready?
Oh, all right.
We paid Neo.
Hold on.
Guru is stepping up. He is on it.
Guru's always on it. Guru's on it like his beard's on his face. It's always on. It's always on, guys. It's on like Guru's beard. Oh,
All right,
that's gotta
he's
become a
ready.
thing.
Go.
Thank
you, Guru.
Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna roll this clip, and I'm gonna talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Roll the clip.
People in this city need protecting.
You can't protect the city data in your Flash film.
And catch a sneak peek of the epic two-night event. Flash versus Arrow. You need to call
Yes. Are we back? Okay, cool. So this is the closest thing I've seen to CW doing a comic book show. This is awesome. This isn't like, you know, the WB angsty, and it's also comic books. No, this is Arrow versus the Flash, like fucking villains every week. I am so stoked.
Speaking of villains, that actually was the first reveal of the Clock King, who's coming up as a villain in the Flash series.
Done.
And shout-outs to Rob026. Thank you so much for bringing us into this beautiful segue of the crossover that's going to happen between Arrow and the Flash.
Which is a big deal, you guys.
Yeah, and it's incredibly exciting. So, unfortunately, the preview was only 30 seconds long, but guys, that 30 seconds has me more pumped for this television show, this crossover, this event,
Seriously.
than I've ever been for a Marvel movie.
Because of this event, I'm actually going to catch up on all the Arrow and all the Flash because I'm a little bit behind, but I'm so stoked. So, that's what we're presenting. Arrow versus Flash. Boom. CW got its shit together.
When's the musical episode, though?
Well, when's the music start? There you go.
Oh, man.
All right.
Carry on my way.
He was so excited he started high-fiving us, whatever that meant. I'm so afraid of what...
Yeah.
Oh, he called me dude, bro.
It's okay, dude, bro, man.
That was how excited he got.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, at the top of round 3,
I'll show you
DC has
how excited I
presented
get.
the Arrow Flash crossover event.
blast
Marvel
his
is going to counter with something. And what'll that be, gentlemen?
Lucas, strategy. You want me to go?
Sidebar.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to go classic with 2 of the best creators working at Marvel. Are you ready, Jen?
I am ready.
All right. And...
Go.
Go! All right. Guys, Silver Surfer #7. Dan Slott is the best writer on Spider-Man in the last 10 years, and he's joined by Mike Allred, who's one of the best artists of all time. He's an amazing comic book artist in the old Kirby fashion. If you haven't been reading Silver Surfer, it's an amazing book. It's really kind of a weird, cool, cosmic mind bender of a book where Silver Surfer and his companion, they journey to different spaceways. And in this episode, she gets kidnapped by a dark nothingness, and Silver Surfer and the board have to go and rescue her. And in doing so, they have to kind of center in on her being, by like her personality. So they relive all the adventures they've been on in the past. Honestly, Mike Allred's artwork has been classic since Madman in the early 90s. And if you guys have any appreciation for comic book art, this is definitely one of the artists that you want to buy every single book he's a part of. From iZombie at DC to Madman, and now at Image to Silver Surfer at Marvel. And plus, look at how he integrates his panels. He even put a little maze in here. The board has to go in and save this little Minotaur child, and there's an interactive maze that you can play when you get to the halfway part of the book. You can actually beat the board and go in and save and then escape. So it's an interactive comic, it's a dynamic comic, and it's an incredible comic with Dan Slott's storytelling. You love him from Amazing Spider-Man. Now he's writing an incredible run on Silver Surfer. I can't recommend this book enough.
Nicely done. That concludes round 3. We have the Flash Arrow crossover event teased this week from the CW versus Silver Surfer number
7.
Number 7.
Which I got from House of Secrets here on Burbank. You can order online and let them know the comic show sent you.
Ya.
He fought
1 minute on the
sharks.
clock as soon as Guru. Yep, opens the polls. Awesome.
He opened it.
So
Thank you,
Z-Money
Guru.
925, your vote was just a little bit too early. You gotta vote again
Gotta
if
vote
you
again.
wanna.
Z-Money, don't
wanna
do
get
a
your vote
damn
counted.
thing.
Do it again, see money.
You misspelled Marvel, Z-Money.
Z-Money.
Misspelled Marvel.
Rob026,
Z-Money.
you were the one who made us present that, but if you really want to vote Marvel, yeah, there you go. You spelled it correctly.
Rob026 was very excited. He just high-fived some people.
Yeah, it did.
So
After
excited that
lots
he
of
forgot
sense.
what he wanted us to present.
Back to comics.
Greg says Jonathan Lennon convinced me. Nicely presented. And he's a
Yeah.
lawyer, so that's a very high praise.
I was raised by lawyers. They're
could-
friends.
All right.
And guys,
Friends for
voting
a
is
living.
very close, so definitely make sure to get your
Please.
votes in.
All of
Z-Money,
your
you
votes.
still have to get your vote in correctly because so far, there you go.
Mike
So
Allred
far, it did not
is
count,
just
but now
a
it's
classic
in.
artist. Would you say Dan Slott is the
Keep
best
happening,
Spider-Man
guys.
writer in the last
Exclamation
10
mark.
years?
Vote space a DC.
Dan Slott on Superior Spider-Man and
And-
Amazing Spider-Man is amazing. If you can outright
Ah, that
Wade,
was so close.
That's it, guys. Voting is closed.
Lame
What we
sauce.
have. Ooh, Jonathan London with his lawyer skills.
His lawyer
raised by
skills.
lawyers, the strength of lawyers, yet a comic book guy.
Yeah.
Nice. Second handshake of the night. It's going well. Handshakes on this side, high fives on this side.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's good.
Wes is a handsome stack of pancakes. I'll high five him again.
Yeah.
Handsome stack of pancakes.
I
The
love
12
that.
bench says,
It's my new Tinder profile.
this week is a nail biter. Indeed, it is
my
a
bio.
nail biter.
I'm a tall stack of pancakes.
He's actually not tall at all, but I like him.
pancakes
I'm
right
not. I'm not though.
That sounds delicious.
That's pretty weird.
Am I pregnant? No, I'm not. I'm not, Daddy. I'm not pregnant. Don't
Comic
worry.
book exclusive.
He watches.
They're
this-
getting a spin-off character.
Does your dad watch this every week?
He secretly watches and pretends like he doesn't. But I know he loves me and cares about everything I do.
Oh, that's.
Hi, Daddy.
That's the thing
Hi.
that happens.
Okay. Round 4. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Marvel is up.
Marvel goes.
2-1.
They have 2. Ooh. What did you do?
Something's happening outside.
What
They're
did
here
you
for the
do?
baby, Jen. Just give it up.
That's awesome.
That's right. It may not be Matt's. It might be Starro's.
Oh, God.
The places Starro has been.
Whoa,
That's
that's a
right.
preview of things to happen next. Face Poppy
Not
says, Face Poppy
But
says,
this
see,
is the
now
shit.
firm handshake after sex,
I have
that's a little
feeling
weird.
did you want to present that?
That would be weird.
I read it.
Oh.
All right.
We're talking strategy.
What? Oh, they're talking strategy, guys. Let us know when you're ready.
We're not ready quite yet.
That was good.
Where else is that show?
You gonna do it?
Lo podemos hacer. I'm speaking Spanish now. Oh! Okay, this is where we're rolling. Are you guys ready for this one?
Nope.
All right.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm
to
not
go.
ready yet, but I'm getting there.
You're a little, you know what? The top fourth of your head is framed out at that height. That stool is really,
For Wes.
really
Yeah, it's for
Wes's
Wes.
height.
It's a baby's.
I think we
I
can
go
put
on the
this together.
second step.
This one's for Wes.
Wes is like, hi, your cookies are ready. I'm going to go back to the tree and make more.
I am not a Keebler elf. I resent that.
That one was a
Your
big
fresh
hit.
cookies are ready, sir. Oh, what do you think? High five.
It's the best tree though. It's rent controlled.
Thanks for the stool, guys.
I'm dying. Awesome.
Are you guys ready for the presentation of the Marvel comic book you should be reading? Compliments of House of Secrets in Burbank?
I wish I had anything to throw at you.
Order online.
Nothing.
Let me know when.
All right.
Nothing at all.
Let's get
Nope.
rip roaring, Jen. Because I'm about to present Captain America #1 by Rick Remender and Stuart Immonen. Not only do we have one of the best comic book writers working in comic books right now, and Rick Remender, he does amazing indie work, he does amazing work for Marvel.
The art is so good.
Stuart Immonen is one of the best overlooked artists of the last 10 years. If you need any evidence, guys, Stuart is one crossover away from being a mega superstar artist. And Marvel's going to give it to them. Guys, this is Captain America #1. You're like, well, Captain America's been around for a long time. Why is this a #1? Because it's the first time that the Falcon has been in the Captain America suit in his own title. And he is kicking Hydra ass up and down the map in this one. He actually takes on Batroc the Leaper, who you guys saw in Captain America 2, the Winter Soldier, and he takes him on in like a volcano. And it's pretty amazing that you actually get to see the difference between this Cap and the old school Cap. I mean, this one's less of a strategist, and you definitely have more of a kind of a brash, we'll figure it out as we go along. Obviously, this Cap doesn't have the super soldier serum, so he has to work a little bit more with just power and flight and speed, whereas old school Cap and Steve Rogers is like a strategist. If you guys want a really fast rocking book, you can't go any further. And then again, I'm going to leave you on the last panel with the Masters of Evil. Zemo is bringing them back.
Okay, stop showing it.
All right, guys. Top of round 4. Marvel has presented Captain America. Captain America.
You go for it.
#1.
Number
Be a
1.
patriot.
I can do these, but you go for it. I think that's a better choice.
All right.
All right. DC's going to counter with something.
Yeah, we are.
I just want to point out here the 12. Wait, who was it? Yeah, the 12 bench says a handsome stack of pancakes that makes cookies. Marry me.
No.
He said no.
I'm taken.
Remember that 12 bench when you vote. No, I don't know why I'm repping for Marvel this
See,
week.
this
I'm
is
not
Wes
doing that.
sitting on the top
Nope.
step. So small.
All right. Let me know when.
Hey guys, this is Starro. Follow me. Blah blah blah. I'm so funny. I'm so funny. Follow me on Geekscape.net. House of Secrets is great, guys. Go to House of Secrets.
Ineffective little man.
That's what your wife said. Okay. Back to comics,
Actually
right?
garnered one instead of getting dumped multiple times. Okay, well, we're actually going to talk about comics again.
You make me cry. Are you ready?
And go.
All right, so DC's going to bring Batman number 36. This is Endgame Part 2. Basically, the Joker takes over Superman's body. Think about Joker with Superman's powers. It's crazy. But Batman isn't caught with his pants down because that would be weird. He wears his plasma-shielded microscopic red sun-wielding batsuit. So, he's prepared because he's Batman. To fight Joker Soups. He also, this is really cool. Batman keeps a synthetic rubber polymer laced with radioactive kryptonite dust, aka kryptonite gum, you guys. Kryptonite gum in his helmet as a pellet at all times. Just in case he's got to spit gum in Superman's eye, because that happens. Happens a lot. He spits it in his eye. He takes him down. This is a whole big ploy just to get Batman trapped in a cage. Amazing art by Greg Capullo. The Joker is back. Like, I want that framed.
He's got his face back, too.
He's got his face back and a weird emo haircut that works for him. He should live in, like, Silver Lake. Great exchange between Batman and the Joker. I only have like 15 seconds left, but he's like, see, Bats, this time no more games, no more jokes. I'm just here to close up shop. I used to think that we had fun, you and me, but no, you've become boring. I guess I just know you too well, but you've never known me way down ever. Great book. Pick it up. Batman number 36. Joker's back in town. Gotta move my stool now.
All right, guys. So that is round 4. We've got Captain America number 1 versus Batman Endgame
Raher.
number
36.
36.
This is a great starting on point for new customers. Just pick up your books digitally online at House of Secrets.
Do that with this too.
Voting is open as soon as Guru deems it so. It is open. You got 1 minute to determine the fate of these gentlemen. We are going to kill the team that loses tonight.
If you're a real patriot, you'll vote Captain America. If you're a sadistic psycho who wears S&M gear and punches clowns in the face, you'll vote Batman.
They're Asian clowns. I'm Batman.
Be a patriot and vote Captain America.
You guys, Superman, like Joker.
Captain America's black now, so
Same
don't be racist
body,
and vote
it's
for Captain
crazy.
America.
Guys, it's amazing.
Don't be racist, vote for Captain America.
Jonathan London just called you a racist. Are you guys going to take that?
A black Captain America? Well, prove him wrong by voting
I mean, it's not okay.
Captain
You guys going to take that? You guys just take that? Don't take that.
Or you can just vote for the book full of white people.
We've got a bunch of new people.
Super white people.
It looks
Remember,
like Skylander Lover 17 is joining us, and Ida Queen has returned once again.
Vote
So
for
guys,
culture,
thank you for joining.
Captain America.
That's it, guys. Voting is now closed.
We may have an explanation during the Watchtower.
Sneaked it up.
So it was fixed. Did you fix it for us?
No, none of us fixed it for us, but never mind. It's
I think what she's trying to say is people like Jonathan.
Oh, it's Starro thing. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
they're
didn't.
not all winners. They're not
That
all
didn't
winners.
work.
Ah.
There you guys go. Marvel
was
closing
confused
that
too.
gap a little bit.
Closing that gap. We're closing that gap, but Ben Dunn will probably be back next week to fuck it all up again.
Yep.
No, he'll be back after Thanksgiving.
So, all right. That moves us into who wants to do it? Wait, did you just do the last one?
Yeah, get someone else do it.
Someone else does it.
Guys, I don't
I
know
want
what we're doing.
Infinity Gauntlet.
I don't even know who I am right now.
All right.
I vote Lucas.
I tried to do the last one. I was told to shut up, so I'm not doing that anymore.
Guys, welcome to a new portion of the show that's not a new portion of the show at all, but this next segment is the Infinity Gauntlet. This is where you propose the biggest matchups you want to see between any superhero, any fictional character you
Anybody.
imagine, and we will tell you who would win in a fight.
It'd be pretty great, you guys.
Okay?
So let's see 'em.
Throw it up in the chat room. Let us know who you want to see go versus. All right?
And guys, in the meantime, while you're thinking of things to have battle and ideas for this, please be sure to check out our sponsor, House of Secrets. If any of the books you heard about tonight are interesting to you, like the Batman Endgame storyline or the all-new Captain America, you can pick them up digitally right there.
Yep,
Any fictional character.
Also,
Maybe some non-fictional characters.
Maybe.
if you enjoyed
Celebrity
this
Deathmatch.
episode of the Comic Book Show and any episode, you can always catch the recap, which is actually not a recap. It's its own thing. It's a small bite-sized version of this episode on World of Heroes.
Itty bitty, just like Wes.
Stan Lee's World of Heroes
Sure.
on YouTube. And if you didn't enjoy this episode, you should watch it anyway because the editor does a good job of making it look like it was fun.
He does. It happens every Monday on Stanley's YouTube channel, The World of Heroes.
They're going to cut out all the mean comments we've made about each other.
So all the mean
or
comments that
only
Jonathan's
have
made
them.
about me.
We're actually really good friends. Like when Wes lost his apartment, he lived in my pocket.
I did. Rent control.
Well, guys, Kirlia to Gardevoir brings up an interesting point. We actually have Greg is local and Guru is here now. Last time we wanted to try and do this, but next week, would you guys be down to rep for a round? Would you do an appearance?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay, so I think
Nice.
next week we will have special guest appearances by Guru in studio and hopefully Greg in studio as well, repping for Marvel and DC, bringing up another old rivalry to see if the Avril Lavigne stint can be repeated.
I don't know what that is.
Randall's debate between Groot and Hodor.
Nice.
Okay.
Who stops saying what they are first?
Oh, Groot would, because he
I will
can.
forever.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're right. Groot actually has 3 times the vocabulary than Hodor.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
True.
Do you guys see the video where Groot is saying "I'm Groot" in multiple languages? One of the
With
Yeah,
Vin
worlds?
Diesel?
yeah, the
That's
That was
47
the video
languages.
that came out here.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so
cool.
Groot knows multiple languages. Hodor just knows Hodor.
Yeah, he's not as smart at
I
all.
like Daldav's Michael Bay's TMNT versus Fox's Fantastic Four. Which one do you think is going to win that?
Oh, you know what? I have the answer. We all lose. Oh, like, ugh.
We have a lot of good ones here. Okay, Blue Jay says Electro versus Static. Domino versus Deadshot is Rob 026's suggestion. We have Eda Queen said Starro versus Aslan, and I read that it's Starro versus Asians.
Yeah.
I mean, the Asians will win.
No.
There's too
Asians is
many
the
of
land of the rising sun. Technically a star. They already worship Starro.
Got it.
Ooh,
Nice one.
Remember
nice
that.
one.
That was good.
Starro wins.
Good.
There was Ivy versus Groot. What do you guys say? Do any of these strike your chords?
Domino versus Deadshot.
Yeah, I'm down with Domino and Deadshot. That's
Yeah.
a pretty good
Who
one.
wins between Domino and Deadshot, guys?
Well, Domino has luck on her side. She can manipulate things to go her way. So,
So she's a woman.
yep.
She wins. She always wins.
And she's a sharpshooter.
High five me back.
She's good at hand-to-hand combat.
So alone.
Somebody.
Who's she up against? Deadshot?
Yep.
Yeah, he's dead.
It was so sad.
Deadshot is
Next
it's like
one, Mark.
Bullseye from Marvel, only better. He never misses, except in the issue of Suicide Squad today. He said he was aiming for his head. So
Right.
it was a miss because he shot him through the chest instead.
Right.
So I guess that was a miss. But he's an expert marksman. He does not have any power of luck, but with his visor, as illustrated in the Infinite Crisis video game, his visor is connected optically to his brain to give him enhanced super fast reflexes.
Oh my god.
I should point out.
It just dawned on me why you guys been winning so much.
Why?
Because of this game.
It is a pretty good game.
No,
No, that
it's the Twin
we played that
Galaxies.
game.
It's
We
like
played that game
usually-
100 times
It's
before,
like
and you guys were
usually number one for
Yeah.
like the Twitch. You know, you do infinite whatever it's called.
Great to hear
They
you
click on it, and
contributing
they're
to
like,
the,
oh, what's this?
Hey.
the segment
Oh,
that
I'm
we're in right
DC
now,
fan,
Lucas.
'cause I'm winning.
It's really great.
I think I know the real secret. I have not been on the comic book show during this,
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
guys, we want to do.
Sorry, that just dawned on me.
Daldav just suggested West versus women.
Yeah. As long as I high five them, I lose.
Well, let's finish out Deadshot
Yeah, yeah,
versus
yeah.
Domino. What do you guys
Yes.
think? What's your vote?
Domino.
I gotta, with a lot of firearms around, having bad luck is not a good thing.
Deadshot
gotta
actually
say.
shoots himself in the foot.
Yes.
And because I thought Domino was just a gameplay piece on a board game, I'm gonna say Deadshot.
Yeah, I think Domino wins that one based
Domino.
on the superpower. It actually has a superpower. Star-Lord versus Tony Stark. Tony Stark.
Yeah, come on.
Tony Stark's got a ton of firepower.
It's a lot smarter.
Now, if they're talking about quips or being able to just land ladies, now that is.
Woo! That's a good one.
Tony Stark's got experience
That's a good one.
and
Let's do that one.
attitude,
Tony Stark has money as well.
and he's got money as well. Think is like
Tony Stark would win
the
that.
dude you date in
I
college.
hear a doorbell.
Wait. You know why I think Tony
Jackie?
Stark would win? I don't know. You know who I think Tony Stark would win? I think he'd win because I think Star-Lord's quips and his like cultural knowledge of everything ends at the 80s.
Yeah, and they're
So-
both one-night stands.
Exactly. So I think Tony's more worldly. He's got a better knowledge base of everything than Star-Lord.
12
Ooh,
Bands
and,
did point out that Stark did hook up with Gamora. I do remember
True.
that.
It's true.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Wait, Iron Man.
yeah.
Hooked up
Tony
with
Stark
Gamora,
did,
yes.
did hook up with
Yes,
Gamora.
that's the first Guardians of the Galaxy book that I've ever read, thanks to the comic book show.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh
Cool.
wow.
Nice.
Face
Alright.
Poppies. Who hasn't? Who hasn't hooked up with her?
What else do we have here, guys?
a
Wait,
green
does that
slut.
definitively close it out?
I think Tony Stark.
Yeah, I think Tony Stark wins.
All right, Tony Stark.
And then we all win.
Tony
gets all the high
fives.
Tony can do
Tony
it.
gives all the high fives.
Yeah, it does.
Giving the
Let's see
high
some
fives
more.
is one thing. If you get the high fives, that means you've earned it. You know what I mean? Like it's better to give the high. Like imagine a girl gives you a high five, you know you've rocked her
Yeah,
world.
it's like,
I got
that would
Yeah.
be
like
pretty
one of
amazing.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Let's
dreams
get some
now.
more suggestions here. Do you guys want to do Ivy versus Groot because it came up earlier?
Yeah, but Ivy
they-
controls all plant life. Groot would
Yeah.
be
That's
putty in her hands.
Yeah.
Gamora versus She-Hulk, we're talking about speed versus force.
Yeah.
We're talking about speed versus power. Right? As
Yeah.
far as femininity goes, what do you guys think?
Oh,
Green
interesting.
ladies are hot? Which one is hotter?
She-Hulk.
I gotta go with the educated She-Hulk.
Yeah, I like
She went
lawyers.
to college.
I like lawyers.
She is a
lawyer?
lawyer.
She's
Hulk's cousin.
she's got some moxie.
Tall.
She's got moxie.
Yep. She looks good in a pencil skirt.
And she's
Sure.
in a porno.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably
One of those nights here at the comic book.
But it was China. So you may not want to watch that one on
Yeah.
The 12 Bench is suggesting Nebula versus Blue Devil, since we're doing colors.
Google. Right.
I like LexCorp versus Stark Enterprises.
Oh, that's interesting, because we often do LexCorp versus Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
What about LexCorp versus Stark Enterprises?
Interesting, because they're both. Wait, hold on. So is.
So
I was about to say they're both tech-based, but so is Wayne.
Well, does Stark make weapons?
Not anymore.
Not
Well-
not anymore, but yeah, that's where Stark started out. And of course, you could call the Iron Man armor a weapon.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
It's a shield.
So yeah, I mean, Stark Enterprises is known for what they make. LexCorp is known more for their figurehead. What do you
Yeah.
think? Like, which one has the most government contracts and, you know,
I would say
one's
Lex
actually a
would
villain?
have more.
Here's the thing.
But is Lex backed by the government the way Tony Stark would be? Like,
No,
Tony
because-
Stark is endorsed by the government.
Yeah,
LexCorp
'cause-
always fucks
Well,
things
Lex
up.
The
was
gov- the
president.
government-
You'd think
Yeah.
he would
Villain.
hit-
Yeah, but
Lex is
not
a
that. But
villain.
yeah, and the government doesn't trust Lex at all.
Well, it depends when we're talking about, because
Yeah.
for a while Lex gave up control of LexCorp. He gave it to Talia so that he could continue to give his own company
Okay.
contracts when he wasn't working there anymore. And now in the New 52, LexCorp worked directly with the government to make all of the stuff that General Lane was using the Phantom Zone technology to fight Superman. So if this is a brawl where it's like, hey, they're actually physically fighting,
Let's
then
have
I
the
think LexCorp is going to take it just because they still do military tech.
Mm-hmm.
And the money is maybe comparable.
Right.
I think
but-
they also operate outside of the government
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
often. And if Stark Enterprises, Industries, whatever, Industries, right?
I think it's industries.
Yeah, it's not Enterprises. I know stuff.
But what about AIM? Did you guys see that Sunspot in the comics in the Avengers, Sunspot bought AIM? In Hickman's Avengers, now that time is running out, you know how the Avengers books are working their way backwards till time runs out? It's revealed that Sunspot, who's super rich, bought AIM. And Captain America's like, wait, Why don't we just do that? We've been fighting AIM this entire time. We're trying to bankrupt countries. We didn't actually think that AIM had a price tag on it. We could have just bought AIM and told them to quit doing all their shit. Sunspot bought AIM and is now using them. It was hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that was in the last Avengers book. That was the one with Captain Marvel on the cover.
That's pretty good.
I really like how Hickman's Avengers have turned around and really kicking ass.
I love Hickman.
So it looks like some people may be having some issues with the stream. If
Oh,
the image
no.
froze, just refresh. Superman, the Supernatural musical versus the Superman versus Batman musical.
Supernatural musical.
What about
wins.
Spider-Man Broadway?
Supernatural.
Turn off the show.
Turn
I
off
saw
the show
that.
completely. No,
You saw
didn't.
Turn Off the Dark?
Yes.
How was it?
It was really corny at sometimes. Like especially at the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
What
Right.
like what kind of corny?
It's like an acid trip?
Reenact.
Wait, I know one of the songs. And you said, rise above, open your arms of love. And you said, rise above.
That was Bono and The Edge writing that song.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But what does that have to do with Spider-Man?
That was awful.
Exactly.
It's,
was really bad.
Someone says you need to rise above something.
It's not
If
It's
you
good.
like,
guys-
what is that song?
Comes back singing it like you told me to rise above, and I'm rising
Because
above.
it's you two, you now have that song automatically on your iTunes.
Ugh.
Sung-
Take it back.
Sung by
No,
Luke.
I
Take it back,
noticed
Apple.
that. I noticed that one day. I was like, did I purchase this on accident?
Nope.
No.
It just happened.
Yeah,
You just have it now.
I haven't listened to it.
Took
even
up
though I
space
got
on
it
my
for free.
goddamn phone.
Well, guys, we actually have a great suggestion from some of our comments on this week's YouTube video, if we want to take it from there.
Sure.
Aqua Hero asks, for the Infinity Gauntlet, can you guys do Alfred Pennyworth versus Human Jarvis? I just want to see who is the better butler.
Somebody said Wong, too, so it's a three-way match.
Three-way butler.
First of all, I'm going to say Jarvis is the better butler because Alfred just takes care of Bruce Wayne.
Right.
Jarvis takes care of Tony, Steve, Thor.
Yeah.
But
Bruce.
does Alfred's attention to detail?
Are you interrupting me
You
again?
do it to me all the time. I was doing
Oh
my
God.
impersonation.
Oh
of
my
you. Keep
god.
going.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, Jarvis.
Oh, you're all
Yeah,
done.
okay,
Right.
so if Jarvis wins that one, and I think that Jarvis does win because it takes care of an entire mansion and a bunch of people who can't wipe their own butts, but
Yep.
can save the galaxy. Who wins between Wong and Jarvis? Because Wong also takes care of not only Doctor Strange, but an entire interdimensional gateway in Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorium.
And I would actually even throw more in for you guys to consider. Does having to take care of more people make you a better caretaker? I mean, a more efficient one, but are you better? Does each of
Wong
them
has
get
to
as much
deal with
love?
like tentacles and stuff
Here-
coming out of the walls.
No, and I
like,
get
the
that's
arcane
valid.
arts.
That's valid.
Wong is, as you say, Neostorm OP up
But
in this.
here's the thing that you guys omitted with Alfred. He doesn't just take care of Bruce Wayne. He take care of everything Batman.
Yeah,
He's
but
central
Batman-
ops.
Right.
He takes
Yeah.
care of the suits. He takes
Nightwing.
care of the car.
Sometimes
Nightwing.
sometimes
all
the
the
sidekicks-
dicks.
all
He takes
19
care of all the
sidekicks,
dicks.
right?
All of them.
Well,
Right.
let's dial it back here and like make it the basic argument. Who makes a better sandwich? See, Jarvis would have to be programmed to make a sandwich. The first
No,
few
no,
times.
Jarvis is a
Human
human
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Human
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Human Jarvis.
Oh,
Old school
the
Jarvis.
human Jarvis.
Human
Oh,
Jarvis.
never mind.
Human
I take it all
Jarvis
back.
versus Alfred
Alfred.
versus Wong.
Yeah.
I don't
take
care
it all
about
back.
Wong.
I think that the Avengers would be more forgiving of the sandwich, so the sandwich would probably get pretty sloppy. You know, because
Bruce is finicky.
We love you. Bruce is a dick.
He's perfectionist.
Bruce is an angry jerk.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, dude, this sandwich is not right.
Be like,
Take
it's
it
cold.
back.
Did you
It's
guys-
cold. I'm gonna punch you
Sushi
in the
sauce.
face, old man.
Did you read the Batman Files, the book of like the journal of Bruce Wayne?
No.
Why?
It's a phenomenal book, and it has one giant awesome page of his complete nutrition regimen. And the shit he eats is like so high caliber. It's like amazing.
Does he eat like
what
Jace Hall?
eats. No, he makes Jace Hall look like a fatty.
Whoa.
Fatty. And that's saying something,
Whoa.
because
Hey,
Jace Hall is
whoa.
a
I've
physical
heard
shape.
Jace Hall eats a rack of ribs as a snack.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
as a
does.
snack, he
Just
does.
to pick his
As
teeth.
a snack.
Now here's the thing, that just gave me the funniest mental image of like Batman coming out of the Batmobile and like Alfred handing him a sandwich and him taking a bite of it and throwing it like in his bat suit.
No! Alfred, go back and make me another.
Hey, old
I
man,
just
make me a
saved 500
sandwich.
people.
Yeah, I'm going to say Alfred. I think he puts up with a lot of shit, and I think he's a perfectionist, and I think he has to be.
Yeah, he lives in the same house as a psychotic.
Yeah.
You know.
Matt, what do you think?
Yeah.
You've been oddly quiet, and you have a
well,
lot of opinions about Alfred.
I thought it was fairly straightforward. I mean, they're all great manservants, but I think Alfred has been around longer than all of them. I think Alfred puts up with more than all of them. I mean, Alfred
Totally.
had fear toxin injected directly into his brain.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that's way worse than
Hardcore.
anything that any of the other guys
But
have
is
said.
it
Maybe
actually
Wong
worse
with the
than
magic,
Dormammu taking your ass?
Like I said, except maybe with the
Wong
magic.
has to face Dormammu.
Alfred, bring me ribs!
But I mean,
Dormammu!
Where is the mustard?
Where's the
Where is
mustard?
it?
But when it
I
comes,
think Alfred excels at every kind of
Everything. He does. He's a man. He's a, yeah. Totally.
So my vote goes for Alfred.
I'm
Yes.
going for Wong.
in a recent issue of
You were-
Access, it may have been Jarvis that took the initiative to go up against these inverted Avengers. They're freaking scary, and he may have let the Red Skull go free.
That's right.
But
Okay.
there's a good cause in that because he's just saved Professor X's life.
All
Come
right.
on,
Is that a vote for or against Jarvis?
it's for Jarvis.
Yeah.
He's got balls.
So the Red Skull has Professor Xavier's brain in him, and the Avengers show up and they're like, we're just going to kill, or the X-Men
Yeah.
show up and they're like, we're just going to kill the Red
No,
Skull.
the Avengers are gonna kill
Like,
him.
wipe him
because-
off the map. He's not going to be a problem anymore. And Jarvis, knowing that like Xavier is only alive in the Red Skull's body, may have let him
Yeah,
escape.
it's not totally revealed, but Jarvis has a guilty look on his face.
Yeah, Jarvis may have just.
And he's
fucked
not
up.
just up like against like the Hulk, but he's up against
The
Hulk's
Avengers.
Hulk. Hulk's Hulk.
Hulk's
Hulk,
Hulk, guys.
Hulk's
Claw.
Hulk. It's
All right.
Claw.
Claw. which-
Claw.
Come on, writers, you can do better than that.
But he looks pretty awesome. He looks pretty awesome.
Let's go back to one.
So
Let's-
I'm just checking. Do we have
Let's
a
go
bat
back.
signal for tonight or anything like that? No bat signal for tonight.
We just chilling. We just chilling
just
up
chilling.
in this.
Do we want to do another
Making
one
good time.
before going to the watch?
We
Yeah.
got time
Did
for
we-
one
Yeah,
more.
let's do one more.
And
Freeze.
I'm going to bring in two more comments from the YouTube videos real quick here.
Okay.
Simba's Guard says, very good show.
Hey,
Aw,
very good comment.
thanks.
Thanks.
Very good comment.
And Kazuga1234 says, thanks for another Hobisky comic book show video. I love these.
You know,
Hibisky!
Nice.
We do our best
Nice.
to give you Hibisky.
Guys, I only
Hibisky.
give you guys 50%.
H-A space B-I-S-K-Y.
I don't know what Hibisky.
Hobisky.
Was that on our last video?
It was on our last video uploaded 2 days ago.
Awesome. Like Jennifer said, new bite-size episodes are newly added to Stan Lee's channel, The World of Heroes, every Monday. So check them out. They're really fun.
We're not going to call them West-sized.
Sure.
Yep.
Awesome things come in West packages.
Uncle Sam versus
Half-assed.
Steve Rogers pre-serum. Oh, Uncle Sam wins.
What'd you say?
It's Uncle Sam versus pre-serum Steve Rogers.
Oh.
Anybody beats pre-serum
Yeah.
Steve Rogers unless it's in a test of will.
Uncle
Yeah,
Sam
that's
is a
true.
fictional character. But then again, so is Steve Rogers.
That's a really great argument.
Uncle Sam versus Steve Rogers versus Super Action Man.
Super Action Man.
Super Action Man's been around since the Revolutionary War, and I can always add to his story. I can just keep writing.
I could just
He's
keep
just gonna
making up
run.
shit.
Jonathan just goes back. He stole Superman's powers one time to fight
Everybody.
pre-serum Steve Rogers
And he
Uncle
won.
Sam, and he won.
He
They
just
won
writes
everything.
the issue and
I
like,
can write him to be more OP if you need him to.
12 Bench points out, surely enough, Uncle Sam is a DC Comics character.
Yeah.
He's from
Okay.
he's from
The Alex
pre
Ross
New
one,
52. No, even in New 52,
Yeah.
he's now from Earth 3,
Wow.
I think. He
Wow.
and Phantom Stranger and some others lead a
Interesting.
revolution against the Nazis, who apparently won World War II. He does have superpowers, and he's like the Hulk, only he fuels off of people's spirit and Murica. So it's a
Got it.
thing.
All right.
Does he dress like Uncle
He does,
Sam?
yeah.
Guys, Duquesne come still wants to know Quicksilver versus the Flash, which may be the one that's been proposed the most in the history of the comic book show.
That's just
Yeah.
because he keeps posting it, though.
Yeah, yeah. So many people have done that.
I mean, in Marvel vs. DC, the Flash won.
Yeah.
That's,
So
that was
That's
the
definitive. Hey, we're not going to go against Kurt Busiek, all right, guys?
there you
Mighty
go.
Mouse versus Howard the Duck. Mighty Mouse rips his
Mighty
arms off
Mouse.
and beats him with them.
Totally.
It's Mighty Mouse.
Mighty
It's
Mouse is just
Superman as a mouse.
Exact. Superman as a mouse. That's
He
exactly
rips
what I
Howard
was going to
Duck's
say.
beak off and smacks him
thing.
around with it. It's violent. It's gross.
And it's great.
And it should
horrific.
happen.
I want to read it. I want
Yeah.
to read it so bad.
12 Bench, they're called Freedom Fighters.
Freedom fighters.
That is actually the name of them.
Because they
Wait a
like
second.
freedom.
Is this like a Marvel thing though?
Freedom.
Freedom Fighters. That's
Freedom.
Mystique's team.
Mhm.
And there was Uncle Sam on there too, who dressed up as Uncle Sam. I don't know if
I
he had
guess
powers or
nobody can
anything. I
really
just
lay
like
claim to
vaguely
it because
familiar.
it's
God
culture
forbid these
mainstay.
two
That's like
companies
Marvel
not
saying
copy each
Obama
other.
is our character.
Are you saying that Marvel copied DC and DC copied Marvel? Wait, what?
I have a list on it on Ranker. Look it up. Analogs.
What is this crazy wackiness? So Marvel. So Shazam was actually a ripoff of Superman. Then they got sued and they went to DC. The home of Supermans, and now they coexist in the same place, even though they're one's a ripoff of the other. Wait, what's going on?
It's a whole thing.
Well, guys,
comics.
I think that's
we're
it.
ready for our last segment.
Yeah, Lucas, bring us in.
Go ahead, Wes.
Oh, don't be that guy. Just bring us in.
Yeah, Watchtower. Talk about whatevers. Whatevs.
Wow, I don't know. Like
Lucas,
he's a little bitch if he loses, and he's a little bitch if he wins. So just let me know. Just let me know.
I am fighting to keep my eyes open right now.
Christ. Yeah, exactly.
I want to kick off the
have a
Watchtower.
At least you have a choice to be little.
I don't.
Look at him.
Look at me.
He's like, excuse me, can I use that phone book?
That's
I have
exactly
to
what I
sit down
sound
and
like.
drive my car.
I want
This
to
is
kick
just
off
like
the
school
Watchtower
for me.
real quick. I went out to Frankenstein's tonight. I got to see a whole bunch of my awesome buddies and got to hang out with a whole bunch of cool comic book stuff. But I actually picked you up something, Lucas.
What?
I
It's a
don't know
smile.
if you have one of these, but
It's a
it's
tissue.
very cool. On the back it says James Howlett Logan the Wolverine. Gifted X-Man, resourceful outdoorsman, loyal Canadian, courageous war hero, wandering samurai, honored avenger, loving mentor, adored professor. You will be in our hearts forever. Rest in peace.
And now
It is the
oversized
memoriam
hood
of
organ.
Wolverine.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Cool little thing, right?
Aww.
Look, guys.
At the bottom it says, and now oversized hood organ.
Does this turn your frown into a fucking smile?
Shut up.
Wow. You know what, guys? I think it's
Thank you,
me.
Matt.
I think I'm the one who's contributing to the toxic environment. I think the like psionic remnants of Starro's control over me is what's affecting you guys. And I have to apologize.
I think
Interestingly enough, Starro had a very big weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, Starro sent me down to the Avengers Half Marathon to run in his name. And I was like, Starro, it is a Marvel event. You can't be sending me to a half marathon that is a Marvel Disney event down in Disneyland and have me run this in your name. But Starro, I cannot control him. He controls me. It's not a two-way street.
Huh.
So I went down on Sunday and I ran the Disneyland Half Marathon, the Avengers one.
Sure.
Was pretty cool.
you got a medal too, right?
I got a cool medal.
That's cool.
I don't know if there's a picture of the medal. There's
You
one.
didn't bring it?
I did not bring the medal because it's very clickety clankety clank. But it's a spinner
I mean
medal,
bling.
and it's cool bling. It's one of the cooler medals that I've won, and what's cool about it is that it's a spinner. So
I got one of those.
I don't know. I emailed the photo.
Wait
so
a second,
I
guys.
don't
Sorry,
know
it looks
if
like
they got one.
we missed the Watchtower
What?
lower third.
Did we miss the Watchtower lower third?
Yeah, so we should put it in before you do this, just so that
Okay.
the editor doesn't have to do it. Neo, do you mind popping up the Watchtower lower third?
Neo, please.
Oh, okay, he's put it on. Okay. Okay.
There it is. So in this segment, the Watchtower, we're basically going to be talking about everything else under the geek sun when it comes to comic books.
Yes,
Right?
indeed.
Yep.
And you were about to show us
I was about to show you the
Starro's handiwork.
Well, first I was going to show you guys the bling that we got when we crossed the finish line
You
at
didn't
the
bring it.
Avengers Half Marathon. Do you
didn't
guys,
bring
do you have this one? Neo, like, take a look at this medal. This medal is straight up Avengers bling.
That's
It's
pretty
about
cool.
that big, and you can spin that Avengers logo, and there's... and here's what's funny, and I found this out on Monday. There's a Thor logo, a Hulk, like, fist logo, and a Captain America shield logo on the back when you spin it. There is not an Iron Man logo, because guess what? Iron Man is a race. And you can't actually use the name Iron Man
Oh,
or
shit.
So what's crazy
Wow.
about this
That's
race
weird.
was there was all this Marvel stuff everywhere. Like Disney had this giant stage and there was a huge Hawkeye on the side of it, and they had Marvel characters everywhere. No Iron Man on any of the artwork. You saw a lot of Thor. You saw a lot of Captain America. You saw a lot of Hawkeye.
crazy.
You saw vague characters like the new Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You saw some really, or the new Captain Marvel. You saw some really vague stuff. You didn't see a lot of Iron Man, and then you realize Iron Man is a race, so it's a conflict of interest.
That's funny.
The race was fun. There was a headwind for like half of it, and I saw like a lot of the huge, very heavy mile markers getting tossed all over the place. These things are several hundred pounds, and they're getting slammed by the wind.
Jeez.
You see water tables getting slammed, but you run through through Angel Stadium. That was fun, but at the halfway point, almost to 7 miles. There were about 50 cosplayers completely dressed up on both sides of the road, and they were like giving you high fives. And that's like to get you going. They're like, "You're halfway there, keep going."
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And then the whole community of Anaheim sometimes has like their high schools come out, like their cheer squad or their band. So they do pepper Anaheim with the community, and it's cool to be running and have like the lines of the street going, "Let's go Avengers, let's go Avengers." You're
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, this is what it was like when the Avengers beat like the Red Skull and went down Madison Avenue in New York and had a ticker tape parade. It was a cool event.
Very
It was
cool.
really cool. The wind made it crazy, but
It's kind of nice though, having some wind.
it
Was
was
it like
awesome.
wind on you or with
no,
you?
it was like Santa Ana winds hitting you in the
Wow.
face. There was like going into Angel Stadium, these things were flipping tables over,
Well,
and they were knocking over these 300, 400-pound mile markers that are massive, and they have timing like big timing things on them. It was
Sunday,
crazy.
right?
It was Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday was nice.
They had to
Nice
tear
and
down
rainy.
they had to tear down all the tents and everything because they would have ripped them down
And, like,
So
taken
they
runners out.
They would have run them into Disneyland. So
That's funny.
I don't
it
know
was
about
cool.
I don't know about you guys, but when I saw it, I was like, I want to go on eBay and buy that. But then a little part of me knew that when I got it, it would just make me sad because I know I didn't
'Cause you
run.
didn't earn
I didn't
it.
run the marathon.
Like,
so
I
when people
didn't
come over, be like,
earn
"Oh wow, you ran the marathon!" I'm like, I
Bought
someone
it on eBay.
someone totally
I
did.
didn't. Well, if anybody wants to go and exercise and train to run the next year's,
I'm gonna do it.
let's go do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna
I
do it.
like
I'm doing
running.
it.
You're getting a lot of love for this. Eat Al Dav wants that medal. Looks
You
like
feel like a fake though.
You would
12
feel like a
Bench
fake.
wants to start a running club, thinks
Let's
that
do
this
it.
sounds like a really good time, and that's very badass. So you've sold these gentlemen. You
Let's do
guys
it.
just need to fly on down to Anaheim next year, and you could run with
Go
this
to
guy.
Disneyland after.
Yeah, it's fun.
And Earl a sandwich.
So here's the thing, though. Starro did send me, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick some of the cosplayers who are big Marvel loyalists who ultimately fell prey to the one and only Overseer, Psychic Conqueror, Lord Starro. So if you guys want to play that video, let's just take a look at some of these cosplayers. There's Miss Marvel. There's Black Widow. Yeah, this Spider-Woman. She Iron Patriot, conquered by Starro. There's Deadpool, conquered by Starro.
Who put this together?
Look, Scarlet Witch, conquered by Starro. Rogue, Starro. All right.
Starro.
The Pims, conquered by Starro. Hawkeye, Starro.
Not Hawkeye.
Oh, look at that new. That's a new Captain Marvel, Starro. Cap himself
America.
from the Z dimension. He's got a beard. Spider-Man, Starro.
Obviously.
The
All right.
black one.
Yellow
Look,
jacket.
Black.
Yellow Jacket is a Starro loyalist.
Oh,
The Hulk
Hulk.
himself is a Starro loyalist. Oh my God, that is actually Jet Black. How vague can you get? Quicksilver is a Starro loyalist. Wonder Man's a Starro loyalist. And then you got
Wasp.
Janet right there. That was pretty awesome. Wasp costume. Thor. They all got taken on by Starro. So just like the classic Starro taking on the Marvel Universe in the JLA Avengers. That's right.
Beautiful.
Let's get slideshow.
So,
Let's get
so
slideshow.
Matt made that for you. He put a little bit of flair on
Dude,
it.
Matt,
Did. Well
thank you
done.
for making that video. Starro really appreciates what you did today. Starro called and he goes, "Hey, Jonathan, this is really good work. Hey, you tell Matt, give him a high five." And I was like, "Do I have to bang him first?" He's like, "No, those are only Wes's rules."
Man, Star really sounds a lot like that Keebler Elf.
What was crazy is there was so many good cosplayers. Like Jet Black, really? Jet Black's only been a character in Captain America for like the last 5 months, and somebody was dressed as Jet Black. One thing I have to say about cosplaying in a race, though, I shouldn't have passed 3 Quicksilvers within the first mile. Okay? Like,
That's fair.
that's a little weird.
I think if you wear a Quicksilver outfit, you're asking for it if you're not awesome.
Like to
Yeah.
be fair,
You know?
I'm a very aggressive runner, and I started in the very first corral. I was in Corral A, and it goes back to Corral G, and those are for serious runners. If you wear a Quicksilver outfit, you can't get past in the first mile.
No.
You missed a total.
Like, what are you doing with your life?
You missed a total opportunity of doing selfies. Of
Oh,
you
you
running
totally
past
could.
I'd be like, look at this slow mother.
Did you see any flashes?
Yeah, there
was
were a
an
couple
Avengers.
DC fans who were trolling. There
That's
were
awesome.
There were a couple DC fans.
That's
I saw
cool.
She-Ra. I was like, oh, that's weird.
She-Ra.
People are just celebrating. It's cool.
That's
I don't know.
cool.
I've talked to different people about maybe doing like a cosplay 5K.
Oh,
And just something that we can do, like just a few
There you
short miles and get different people to do cosplay.
Yeah, you should do that in your Batman suit.
Oh my God, you would sweat so
Yeah.
bad.
You didn't see any Batmans, did
5K, it
you?
wouldn't be that bad though.
I saw some people like Batman.
You do it?
We did the light up 5K. That was nothing.
You know what's
In a
crazy?
Batman suit?
In a Batman suit.
It'd be hot
with
but
the
it was
cowl and
Sweats
everything.
balls. I
Yeah,
saw a
it'd
guy
be
in a
hot.
full. I saw a
You
guy
do
in a
it, though.
full hockey outfit, a full hockey uniform. He had supposedly
he
lost
ran
a
it?
bet with. Yeah, he'd supposedly lost a bet with like his army buddies because they were running alongside him, like making fun of him.
Oh, damn.
And I saw him. And keep in mind, like Disney starts these races at 5:30 in the morning because they want you out of the park.
Yeah.
Like you run through the park and they want you out so they can open the park.
Yeah.
And I'm running and it's still kind of dark out. And I'm like, is that guy in full hockey gear? Like, is he super pro? like what is he cosplaying as?
God.
And he had lost a bet to all his buddies.
So maybe he was Casey Jones.
It was crazy.
Oh, maybe.
It was pretty insane.
Well, one of the Mighty Ducks, not the movie, the anthropomorphic ducks on the animated series. That was a good show.
We've got a friend here in Skype.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Oh yeah, that was the kid that was asking all the questions about Steam. Hopefully he got it fixed.
Oh, hey,
Did you get your Steam fixed?
Works now.
That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
We
Very
did
good.
it, guys. Wes, high five him.
I'm not gonna high five a kid.
Yeah, he just left. He's like, no.
He's like,
Okay.
I'm gonna go play video games. I got my Steam to work. Peace.
That's good.
So you know what? It was just randomly, Matt asked me at the end of the last show I was on about writing comic books. Matt goes, hey, I want to pick your brain sometime, and I don't want to put his private work on blast, but he asked me about writing comic books. And I was like, yeah, of course, we can talk about writing comics. But then I went back to some of the books that have been mailed to me for Geekscape, and I was like, why should Matt be listening to me when I have these books that I can give him on how to write comics from people like Brian Michael Bendis? And I was like, let me just give that to Matt.
Wow.
And then here is a book from Greg Pak and Fred Van Lente, two really great writers, and I can give that one to Matt. And then I was like, I have tons of like comic book how to draw art books too.
Wow.
Like this one is Foundations in Comic Book Art. And I know that my good friend Lucas is a comic book artist. And why not give him this book on Foundations of Comic Book Art, how to break down panels, best tools to use, things on perspective. And I was like, oh, let me give that to Lucas. And let me see what this one is. This is how to draw dinosaurs. I don't know. You want to draw dinosaurs? Dinosaurs are cool, man. Just ask Moonboy. Moonboy hangs out with a dinosaur, right? And he's a Kirby creation. You can't get more comic book than that. So if you want to learn to draw dinosaurs, you can do that one. And then here's monsters. You can draw monster cartoons, but I think this one's really cool. But this one's like more like if you want to draw like animated cartoons.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. Here's some drawing books.
Any more writing comic ones?
Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's another writing comic one for Wes. First, he's got to learn English.
I do.
But let's see. We got that one, and then here's the writing comics one. Here we go. Boom.
Dude.
And boom. Foundations in Comic Book Art. Who's an artist? Who's an artist? Well, we already gave him that one. We got one more.
We got one of those.
Give one to Ben.
Here's the
We'll
thing,
say one
guys.
to Ben.
I can learn all that stuff. I'll still not be talented or have creativity. But you guys have creativity and talent. If you guys have a foundation in that stuff, you use these books and go.
Nice.
You know, the art is always in doing. So now you guys have some books that you can kind of work with.
Jonathan.
You know, Jonathan.
No problem.
You know, man.
I read the Bendis one. The Bendis one's really good. It has a
really
lot of
cool.
great practical pieces of advice about how to pitch comics, how to create a treatment for different editors, how to approach editors.
What's the
what they're
difference
looking for.
between this one and the other one?
Nothing.
Oh, it's the same book.
Same
Oh, it's so
same
cool.
book. And the Brian Michael
That's
Bendis book is really good.
I'm so
I mean, he
excited.
really takes it and says, okay, this is how I broke into comics. These are the tools I use. These are the documents I made. You know, because the art of comics isn't just writing them. It's also selling your work and convincing people to hire you. And a lot of that is writing treatments and writing outlines and
You know what,
how to
guys?
sell people and stuff.
I'm gonna high five him in my head, but I'm gonna hug him out here.
Oh.
That was really awesome, buddy.
That's what you should have done with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
No.
you should have high-fived her.
No,
in
we
her
don't.
You got it backwards.
We don't hug, kiss, or make eye contact. That is way too weird for me. That is way too weird for me.
Because it would ruin the illusion she's a man.
Yeah, well, let's not talk. You just did this nice thing. Can we just stay there?
Can you just be a nice person?
Can we just go right here?
Matt has his Christmas face
Yeah,
on.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm
That was really cool.
Are you excited, man?
Yeah, this is great.
I was already reading through some of the pitch panels that are in the Brian Michael Bendis one.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's not just Brian Michael Bendis' work, but like Sam Humphries, different writers from Marvel contributed to that, gave them samples. Sam Humphries ran the Avengers half.
Yeah, the forward is actually by
Yeah.
Joe Quesada, too.
Yeah,
so
Joe
this
Quesada
is
wrote the
awesome.
forward.
This is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks
A
so
bunch of
much.
Marvel
How
people
did
are going
you-
to teach Matt how to
Yeah, a
write
bunch of Marvel
comics.
people are going to teach Matt how to write comics. We win again! Exclamation mark, vote Marvel.
To be fair, I've been working off of the J. Michael Straczynski's writing for the screen.
Spider-Man writer.
wow.
Which is like a book from the early 90s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he
And it's
ended
a
up being a
screenwriting book.
phenomenal comic book writer,
Right.
which is why I was like, okay, this is a good jumping off point.
And by the early 90s, he'd already written like hours and hours of not only animated TV, but live action TV.
Yeah. By that point, he'd finished his run on Babylon 5, and
It's pretty awesome.
yeah.
You know, he started on He-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The forward actually talks a little bit about the real Ghostbusters stuff.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, childhood.
If it's cool with you,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
we do a bat signal for this book?
Sure.
Would that be all right with you?
Sure, I mean,
I have
so,
no,
like
I
a
have
lot
no
of the
more
people-
use for them, my friends.
Guys, would you like this as bat signal?
courtesy
The
of Jonathan
foundation's
London.
courtesy of Jonathan London.
What if we get you to sign that?
No, I don't, the value goes down.
No, I think we should get
I think we just here's the solicitation from the publisher. But I think if you guys want to learn some foundations in comic
Yeah,
art,
that's
this is a
pretty
pretty
sweet.
awesome book.
All right, so we're going to do a
All
bat
right,
signal. It looks
let's
like
do
the
it.
lower third has been switched. And Jonathan London, as these gifts are courtesy of you and your generosity, thank you so much.
Totally, you go for
You
it, man.
come up with a question that these people at home have to answer to win it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't even know a question, but it has to be comic book art.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Provided, and I think we have to go back to the classic Kirby. Would that be okay if we do?
Sure.
We
Totally.
do Kirby. Okay, so guys,
Necessary.
name the editor who recruited Jack Kirby away from Marvel Comics, and what was his first creation at DC Comics
Oh,
that he had
jeez.
left. That he actually had at Marvel in his drawer, but he's like, they're not going to pay me for it, so I'm
No,
holding on to it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So who's the editor who recruited Jack Kirby away from Stan and
Yeah.
everyone at the bullpen at Marvel Comics? Let me know who that is. Recently died this past year. So died within the last 2 years. So that is the big question. Start that Google, babies. The two of you guys who are left.
Stroke
in the,
Do that Googling.
It was not Len Wein. Len Wein was a writer and did not become a. It was an editor
it-
for
That
Marvel.
was a while
later
ago.
on.
Is it wine or ween?
I think it's Len Wein. You knew.
I think it's
I've
Wein.
met him once. You actually did a show online with him, but I think it's Len Wein, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Len
I
Wein.
said ween, and he's like, yep, that's it. So I'm like, okay.
That's his name.
Okay, who is
I
that
actually have
editor
2 things signed by
at
him.
DC?
This is like one of the hardest questions.
Wow. it's
It
pretty
just
tough.
takes a Google. It just takes a Google.
I think everybody's trying to let Edel win.
Yeah.
Because he really wanted.
Edel to keep it win.
Because he really wanted it. Aw, Edel.
Yeah, it's really
Come on, bro.
pretty easy. He's one of the most well-known. Joe Simon, no. It is one of the most
Keely
well.
doll.
I mean, he is a classic DC editor. He's like one of the most well-known DC editors of all time. And think DC editors. He recruited Jack Kirby. He said, "I wanted the King to come to DC," and the King was not happy because the whole, "How am I not getting paid for all these creations? I'm giving them everything," and the King also saw that Jim Steranko came out of advertising, did all this work on S.H.I.E.L.D. and was given like the keys to the kingdom, even though Kirby had been there forever. So there's a little bit of rift between Kirby and Stan.
How is no one getting this?
Just takes a Google, guys. You guys could totally find this guy.
Google. Use your Google.
Use the powers of the internet. If half of you guys are on Bing, you're not gonna get it. Like Bing is just gonna send you guys.
Is that still a thing?
Bing is still a thing.
All right.
As long as Sony.
It was never a thing.
It's as much of a thing as it ever has
Guys,
been
our
before.
friend from Steam is back.
Hi,
He's
friend
laying on
from
his
Steve.
bed.
Aw, next to an exercise
I like
ball.
this kid. He's hilarious.
Hi, kid.
Hey, kid.
What's up in your world of being a kid?
Jimmy Olsen recruited him, and he created the Daily
The question 5 Wind Waker is who is the DC editor who recruited Jack Kirby away from Marvel.
To DC.
Like the legendary artist in all of comics.
It's really like you guys
Which
just have
DC editor took Kirby over to
You don't have shouts.
DC.
I'm trying.
a little
And what was
bit
his
of
first
Wikipedia right
creation
now,
at
guys.
DC?
Yeah. Technically, this creation was made at Marvel, but he kept it in his drawer.
Yep.
And he's like, they ain't going to pay me for it. Because
Nope.
Kirby had just created the Inhumans, soon to be a Marvel movie. But, like, he created the Inhumans, and he's like, they're not paying me for the Inhumans. I just gave them 1 million different characters, and I'm not getting paid anything else for them.
Is that the answer?
What?
Julius
It was
Schwartz?
not Julius Schwartz.
Nope. My
I'm
God,
sorry,
you guys.
Google must just be broken right now.
Your Google food is weak.
Guys, I'm gonna
It's
do it on my
because Kim
phone
Kardashian
just to
broke
prove how
the internet.
ridiculous this is right now.
I'm gonna see how fast
If
I
you
can
guys
do
actually
it.
like love comic book history, the Untold Tale of Marvel Comics is an incredible book. Have you read that book? Have you read that book? Oh my God, this book is amazing. It goes from the 40s on into current day. It is called The Untold Tale of Marvel Comics. It is not Dan DiDio's recent.
Very recent.
LDAB, you did get the one part of that question. Dwayne McDuffie, not Dwayne McDuffie. The New Gods was the creation that Kirby kept in his desk, secret
Darkseid.
from everybody at Marvel. So as soon as he went over to DC, he unrolled Darkseid, Orion, all of the New Gods,
Everybody.
Big Barda, you know, Mr. Terrific, or Mr.
Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle, who was actually based on Jim Steranko. Like, it was, oh, look at that.
Is
Z
that
Money
it?
came out with the win.
Z-Money.
It was Carmine Infantino,
Woo.
and it was the New Gods. Guys, Carmine Infantino is legendary for doing all the big stuff during the 70s.
Co-create. All right.
What is that?
I don't know what
Oh,
that is.
person in Skype who's got your
Skype.
speaker
Got it.
on. You've got to mute it, or we will mute it. Dude, mute them.
All right, you guys gotta mute that. Can we just turn that down?
We can mute that.
Yeah, I don't think he's listening to us here. You gotta mute it.
But here's the thing,
think
Carmine
you got
Infantino was one of the people who, like, when Batman started going dark, like, obviously after in the 60s, Batman was, like, hokey because of the TV show, and Batman needed to go dark, so, like, who was that, Denny O'Neil, who started doing them all dark again? Like, that is Carmine Infantino's editing. The dude created the DC Comics that we knew in the 80s and 90s and now.
And co-creator of Deadman.
So guys, very quickly, Z-Money, please send me an email. My email address is 1337mattlive@gmail.com. That's leetmattlive@gmail.com. Send me an address with your name and your answer to the question, and your username and your full mailing address. And for everybody who's watching the bite-sized version of these, you guys have a chance to win stuff if you come and join us during our live shows Wednesday nights on twingalaxieslive.com from 9 p.m. PST until 11 p.m. PST.
Right.
Yep.
Beautiful. Now, with only 12 minutes left in the show, maybe less because we have a transition. Yep, probably less than that. The Watchtower is all about us talking about whatever it is that you
About
want
what
us
ifs.
to talk about. We are your slaves.
About what
So
ifs.
suggest stuff.
Say things.
12 Bench, the book you're looking for is The Untold Tale of Marvel Comics, and it's the best nonfiction book.
Why is it so good? Tell us.
First off, it's told in prose nonfiction, so it's not like you're reading an encyclopedia. You're reading
Right.
it as if you were there.
Okay.
And some of the stories that come out of the Untold Tales of Marvel Comics is amazing. That's it, right there, 12 Bench. The Marvel Comics, The Untold Story. The book is amazing. I mean, one of the saddest books is one of the creators, you know, I don't know how many people were interviewed for the book, but one of the creators who's legendary was like, yeah, during the 60s, I was working late one night, and there was an old man going around emptying some of the trash bins. And it was like, who are you? And it turned out to be one of the co-creators of Superman, who didn't own any of Superman and was completely broke. So somebody at Marvel was like, you are comic royalty. We've got to give you a job. And they got him a job basically emptying the dustbins and the ashtrays at Marvel.
Wow.
That's
But otherwise,
sad.
he'd been on the street. Like, that is how bad the history of comic book companies, big companies
Brutal.
treating their creators have been. But it's getting better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That book is amazing. Marvel Comics: The Untold Story.
There's actually a book that I'm super stoked for that's coming out next week. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's the lost episode from Batman 66.
What?
Oh yeah.
They wrote a script for an episode starring Two-Face that never got made.
So
And
Two-Face was never in Marvel 66.
No.
Ever.
Not in Batman 66. No.
Right.
And they actually tapped the artist Jose Luis Garcia Lopez, who is infamous for doing all of the DC layouts and a decent chunk of Marvel arts too. Like these are the full turnarounds that everybody knows of, you know, Superman taking off and the full Batman wrap without the cape and with the cape. All the character art from the style guides that pretty much defined from the 80s on, they're still using a decent chunk of his work.
Yeah.
So they tapped one of the greatest artists who's never really done too many sequentials to do the untold Batman 66 script. I got a chance to see it today. We won't be able to present it until next week, the week after.
Sure.
Okay. The price tag on it's hefty. It's $10 for the trade, but it's got the first part is the print.
It's a thick trade.
The first part is the
Script?
the episode or the script. The second part is the how this came about, where we found the script, what happened, why it didn't get made, and why it's now being made, who made it. And then the back is all the line arts, uncolored, uninked, uncolored.
That's
so
awesome.
it's a really cool looking book. I'm really excited for it.
Guys, is there gonna be an episode next week because of Thanksgiving?
There is, because it's Wednesday, so it's the day before. I'm trying to figure out how. So you're not going to be here?
I will not be here. Nope. I'm.
What?
Who's gonna be here?
Grandma has lymphoma.
Who's gonna
I've gotta
be?
get
Whoa.
out.
Yeah, Guru will be here. I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving because my family changed the locks.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. I was rude.
Lucas is going to be here? How about you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Lucas
I'll
is
be
a baby.
here.
He might be busy high-fiving.
Yep.
Animals in the park.
It might just be me and Lucas.
I want to get pictures of that.
And Guru.
Or myself.
And Greg?
I live like right there,
Ooh.
next to the freeway.
Oh, because he's got a family and stuff. Yeah.
I can be there because I give thanks to comics. And I give thanks for you guys watching the comic book show every week.
He's like Santa Claus.
And I bring gifts.
He does.
It's awesome.
It's true.
Is that why you're wearing a red shirt?
I'm wearing a red shirt.
We got 2.5 minutes until the break. Are there any of those buzzwords that we need to drop in and make sure that everybody knows how awesome the comic book show is?
Or does Lucas need to sing another song?
Nope.
Sing us out, Lucas.
Well, I guess the last one really quickly is, guys, if you think that Marvel should have won by a higher percentage, or if you think that DC should have won, please be sure to tune into our live version of the show. It's every Wednesday night here at the Comic Book Show from 9 p.m. PST until 11 p.m. PST on TwinGalaxiesLive.com.
There should be like a libertarian party that does like Image and Dark Horse and like IDW.
That'd be awesome.
They're like, we're gonna start things independently. We're gonna do things this way. I think that'd be fun.
Spin-off.
Fun.
A spin-off.
Call it the Indie Book Show.
Yeah.
For people who came in late, what is new, guys? Okay, so Kaylee Dull is somebody who tuned in, who first discovered our channel through Gauntlet Arena. So really quickly, you're talking about Jonathan Linden. You haven't seen him. He's a comic book writer. He runs the Geekscape Empire, which has podcasts, like a whole website. He also is the Skype ambassador for science fiction.
Yeah.
He's an avid runner. He wrote
Likes
the Miami
long
Vice,
walks on the beach.
Miami Vice and Super Action Man comics for Lion Forge.
He's a follower of Starro.
I'm Starro's servant.
He's been enslaved by Starro. So there's basically, and Dock of the Dead is a film that he made as well. So he's a filmmaker, comic book writer. He's a media mogul.
Wait, Jen.
And as the 12 Bench keeps pointing out, you guys need to make sure to watch this video on hashtag DC host search to make sure that Jonathan London becomes the next DC Weekly Entertainment host.
And Kaylee actually meant the new guy on the right in the red. This new guy.
No, I'm on the left according to her.
Oh, the staging.
Yeah.
Wait, Lucas? He's been on the show like every episode.
He's not in the red, so I guess he means John.
I change my appearance every week, so they're probably like...
Maybe she's talking about Durlap.
Ah.
Who's playing Infinite Crisis.
He's an Infinite Crisis pimp.
Well, 25 seconds left,
Oh,
guys.
all right.
Comic Book Show happens here every Wednesday at 9
Yeah,
p.m.
it
PST
does.
to 11 p.m. PST, and you watch these guys eventually kill each other on camera.
Eventually.
When will it happen? We don't know. Tune in every week to find out. 12 seconds.
Still got 10
I
seconds.
did not.
No, you didn't time that.
You can follow us on Facebook. We have a group for this, and I think there's also a Twitter.
High fives!
No,
High fives!
No Twitter.
Yeah, high fives! Do more. All right.